Not me. I wouldn't watch this trash.
I know, I wouldn't watch this garbage either. Oh shit.
I ain't watching
live.
this shit.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy in his name. This is a homebrew campaign. So if you're looking for something that makes sense and is well put together, this is not the place to come to. But that's enough for now. Let's introduce our cast. We have Phalos, Lothos, Modius, and Barbosa.
Right.
So you guys go ahead and, in character if you can, introduce yourself so that the audience sort of gets a voice for the character. And we'll start with Phalos.
Okay then. My name is Phalos. I am tech priest. Well, not yet. I am electro priest in Cybermastiff Hindler. Are we still acolytes or junior inquisitors? Did we decide on what that title was?
We'll use the broad term of acolytes.
Acolyte of the Inquisition, here spreading the glory of the Omnissiah and rooting out heretics, sometimes entire planets at a time.
That's just you, though.
Yeah, I'm better at the acolyte than everyone else so far, by one planet. It's only one planet, you'll catch up.
Still only counts as one.
One kill.
Counts as one planet, though.
One planet kill, I guess, yeah. Like, it's just one. Like, how many do you think the Inquisitor has under his belt?
Like, at least 3.
3's a good number.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a solid number of exterminatus. Yeah. Alright. Lothos.
Hello everybody, I am Lothos, and pretty much the assassin of the group, and I'm just here to cut down any foes of the Inquisition, and make sure that all heretics pay with their lives. And also, make sure these people at least get slightly put back together after, losing parts. Barbosa, you're running out of bits to put back onto you.
Alright, and Modius.
Right, I am Modius of House Skygar. I am the navigator of the bunch. I'm here to make sure these lot don't get into too much trouble. And ideally, not die, as I will be the first that many see in this upcoming battle.
Alright.
Just go invisible.
Our friendly navigator, who has been ported over from Rogue Trader. Not usually chosen as acolytes of the Inquisition, but like I said, this is my world. The Emperor's
Only
half
the best
chicken.
of the best.
That's what happens.
And I have newly metal hands.
Yes, from an unfortunate
Really?
incident involving some heretical artifact.
Unfortunate incident. He has metal hands. Were you not hearing this?
Still don't have any gloves though, but now you can just buy them. Just so you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry.
I'm maybe getting used to them. I'm not sure.
All right.
Don't worry, Lothos. We will get you metal bits soon.
I really hope I don't have metal bits soon. That means something went horribly wrong.
Right.
At best, I'm willing to lose like a leg. Arms are bad. No arms.
Also, you have 2 metal hands. Tell him, and introduce yourself at the same time.
I learned actually recently that some Inquisitors actually just give themselves extra organs. Like, so they'll give themselves another set of lungs in case their other
Sure.
lungs fail.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I never thought about that before, so just so you guys know, that, I guess, is an option that we can talk about if you guys want to do that.
I absolutely will.
Just
So I
more
can
organs.
Just give myself extra bits.
It's going to be very
slap 'em on.
expensive. But, alright, and last but not least, Barbosa.
Right. I'm here to fuck bitches and kill witches.
Alright, that about sums it up.
That is all of it.
That's all you need to know, honestly.
That's
Hence my note as to why I'm here to keep this law out of trouble.
I mean, is he wrong?
In fairness to Barbosa, most trouble he causes, he also rectifies.
True.
Also, in fairness, he's killed more witches than bitches he's fucked.
That's debatable.
Oh, I ain't true at
That
all.
I know of.
I just ain't got one of them snaky bitches yet.
All right. Let's have someone do a recap of last session.
Bad rolls. Bad rolls and bad rolls and then
No,
there's
yeah.
more bad rolls.
That reminds me. Oh, I changed my desk around. I can't roll physical dice anymore. Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm getting mine out.
We're at the
Right now.
Get your physical dice out. Joe,
Yeah.
are you gonna be rolling or are you gonna be rolling in full 20 this game?
If I trust system long enough, eventually it will work with me. I am conversing with machine spirits.
He did talk to a machine spirit.
For the first time in how many sessions?
Listen.
And then he had to
matters.
take out the blowtorch and start cutting through the door because it didn't want to listen.
Yeah, that's actual heresy. For him, not for you guys. You guys don't give a fuck. Okay.
I am trying to recover sacred artifacts left to just be lost in space hell. This is exceptional circumstance.
Let's have Lothos give us a recap of last session.
Okay then. When we last left off, the party found themselves adventuring through this hellhole of a, I guess, ship, if you want to call it that. And we were slowly making our way towards the chapel, investigating survivors at this point.
Beacon of Glory it is. Yeah.
Yes. Along with finding a bit of more corpses lying about, we eventually found the remains of the chapel. Mostly intact for the most part, you know, kind of. Everybody was dead still, but we found it.
It was a little corpsey.
Yeah, you know, just a lot of bodies, nothing much to talk about. Along with that, we found a few interesting items like a mysterious rod of weird origin and incense, as well as a gilded finger of a saint. Very interesting. But along with that, we continued on, searching for what the Mastiff said as food for the tech priest, until we continued down to find the medical bay with a couple of mutated fetuses, to say the least.
They were young children, yes.
Okay.
That wasn't in the medical bay.
After further investigation, we found
That was not in the medical bay. You guys are
Makeshift
trying to-
medical research station. It was set up to study mutation.
Mhm.
But yes, there is true medical bay. That is.
And they weren't fetuses, they were young teens, pretty much, in a teenage, young adult state. So
Okay,
keep going.
So we
Keep
found the young adult mutants that matched the unsettling creatures that we came across earlier. Along with that, we informed the Inquisitor, as well as we came across the esophagus, as we'll put it. We left that behind and just hoped for the best that we didn't have to go inside it, and we continued on to find a few doors that gave us problems. Along with that, we left Phalos to cut open the door while we investigated the esophagus, and then found out there's acid inside of it, as well as abominations, to say the very least, inside of there. And then Barbarossa blew it up, or was about to blow it up.
Yeah.
And also, there's now 2 orcs holding our tech priest hostage, and now there's a bunch of creeps coming up towards us. It's all lovely at this point. Lovely.
Yeah, it's been a great time. So we're gonna pick up with that. You guys, some of you having run out towards Phalos' assistance, some of you having hung back a little bit. And if you guys think you would be in different spots, let me know.
At this point, I'd be a little bit closer because I was kind of waiting for the Cybermastiff to get up there. So it's right here.
And yes, Cybermastiff was on way to bite. Wait, are these? What is this thing?
And
That is
that's
Barbossa.
Which Barbossa would be all the way back in the.
Oh, how'd you get over there? Oh,
right.
there's 2 Barbossas. There's already one down where he was.
That's right, mate. 2 of us.
Son of a bitch.
Why is there one
That
down
actually
here?
might be good for now.
They're duplicating now. We're actually secret breed of orc.
Well, the Mastiff was on his way to attack an orc, hopefully synchronized with my own attack, and hopefully I would not die. But then
Right.
something drew their attention, and it's excellent.
Yes, the lights went out. The orcs seemed to. You guys heard the screaming, cougar-like cries of these. They do actually. They are considered necrophages. Hearing their screams echo through the ship, and the orcs, having assumedly released you, and the orcs being Admiral Krappa, Kraka. Krappa? No, I like Krappa. Admiral Krappa Gunskuppa. Yeah, that fits better. And his friend Draka. They agreed that they informed you all that something called the Crawley Boys were coming. And that is where we will pick up. So I will give you guys one sort of, I don't want to say round, but like one thing to do before we'll roll initiative.
I would much like to get behind the orcs, I believe.
Okay, the orcs from you are 17. Actually, they're more than that. They're about 17 meters away.
Full run for me is 18.
All right, so yeah, you could try and dodge past them, but you probably get to here at a full run.
I'm a friend. I'm a friend.
You see the one that's wearing the chef's hat and all of the cleavers is like trying to decide which cleaver or knife he wants. A lot of them are comically small in his huge orcish hands.
This one.
Oh, you point out one to him? Give me a fellowship check.
Oh shit.
Minus
That's
10.
not good.
Minus 10.
Oh fuck. Seriously?
What?
First roll of the night gonna be a 1. Orcs are friends for life.
Are you
Did
rolling
it.
in person or?
Oh shit! Oh damn!
Lucky son of a bitch. Goes. You pick out one. It looks to be actually a very thick and sturdy blade, probably for hacking through bone and sort of heavy butchery. He goes, all right, Hughie. This one be good for splitting skulls.
Sounds like there might be plenty of that coming.
Oh, you're gonna love it, Hughie. There's blood and there's screaming. It's gonna be a right good time.
I'm just gonna get off my knees. That feels like a good first step. Just look at them, and if they're not murderous, I'm like, well, if we are together in this against these Crawley boys, then I'm just gonna pull out my greatsword and walk a few steps forward and get the mastiff at my side.
That Sparky boy's got a chopper, boss. Alright. Right. A big chopper for the Sparky boy. We likes you, Sparky boy.
I will take it.
I think I like these guys.
Barbosa, Lothos.
Seeing down the hallway, I'm like, oh fuck, this is going to be quite a bit. Everyone get ready as I'm just drawing both my swords at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to be drawing the Chimera pistol sword.
Oh god.
And yes, I saw that thing and was like, yes. And my mono blade.
Oi, boss! Look at that! He's got a shooter on his chopper! Alright. That's a right proper chopper, that is.
Also, I should know I got a mono plate up.
No,
top
god
as
damn it.
well.
That sword is where all my money went, pretty much.
Okay. Barbosa.
I tried to enjoy it.
Everybody else is having a good time. Barbossa's having a little bit of an existential crisis.
You could just start blasting.
Well, no, he's got the 2 grenades.
Oh.
So, like, he's kind of sitting there just looking at it like he's seen fucked up shit before, but, like, people being fused together and just weeping like an amalgamated giant fucking, like, this is some shit. Like, it seemed like Barbossa's like, it's almost like righteous fury. It's almost like he actually is like, right, I'm gonna fucking kill whatever the fuck this is.
I mean,
This is
one of
fucking
the
all wrong.
One of the 3 branches is hatred of the alien. Like, it is a path that a lot of Inquisitors take. And it is a righteous hate that leads them on. It isn't like the subjugation of spirit. It's just that sort of crusading fury.
Yeah, he's not pleased. So he's just gonna like go and kind of figure out like what would be the best way to like throw the grenades to be able to kill everybody in there, and just kind of be like, right, mates, you deserve a little bit better than this fucking gruesome death, but at least you're gonna be fucking dead. And just kind of throw the 2 grenades into the room. They're
Cool.
like equal distance apart. Kind
I'm
of
gonna put you a little farther back then.
Well, as soon as he does that, he's booking it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna put you a little farther back because it would still take time to do that. You're not gonna be like out of the fight, but you're just still in the tunnel. Yeah, you don't have to roll anything for the grenades. We'll say that the 2 of them going off simultaneously would have caused enough damage to the womb that it would have shut down organically because it was a sort of circuit system.
Now, for the record, this was again a room full of stitched together.
They were essentially fused together of humanities in order to, in essence, unify the reproductive system and reutilize it in order to act as an incubation womb for some sort of mutant or alien or something.
Right, well, it's dead now.
Yeah.
Good.
It's dead. Go ahead and give me a willpower check, Barbosa, plus 10.
Will Jaded have any impact on this?
Yes, go ahead and take another plus 10.
Plus 20.
Nice.
At least it wasn't quite critical.
Alright.
That's a great way to start the session.
You gain 3 insanity points from the act. It's not corruption, but you know, it was whack. It was fucked up.
Hey, 6 points are
Yeah.
still staying.
3.
So, you know.
Yes, you got 3 points of insanity. 6 is a lot.
You're not insane for 5 more days.
I think I've got more than that right now. Yeah, I'm pretty close to having to roll for
I
something.
know. For some other things, just like our favorite tech priest.
Some funsies.
Okay, and with that, let's roll initiative.
Panic. And more panic. Okay, then where on the sheet do you roll initiative at? Right here.
Good question.
Oh, that was a bad.
Click custom, but it didn't do anything. I think I have to select my thing. Let's see. Because I add.
You want to do from AG,
Okay.
or if you have shit that adds to it, you can do that in the custom.
So I tried to do, but then it didn't do it.
Okay.
So we'll just. It was a 1d10, which is 1d10. It would normally be 1d10 plus your agility bonus, right? So mine's going to be 8 plus
Yeah.
8. So I'll be 16.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Fuck. Panic.
Can I change it myself? Yes.
Dice, don't let me down tonight. I need you.
Oh, no, I can't change it myself. Can I? Yeah, there we go. But
What do you guys say? Red dice or purple dice?
Purple.
red for blood!
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. What? Sorry.
Was that the orc?
What?
That did.
What? Oh yeah, and then there's... Oh, well, the ghoul hounds are included. Oh yeah, so the ghoul hounds will be included in the grouping. I know it just says ghouls.
The what?
The ghoul hounds.
Don't worry about it. They're cool.
You heard me. Did I
Lovely.
stutter?
I was hoping you did, yes.
All right. And then Kraka Guns Grippa.
Green.
He's quite agile, actually. Surprisingly, I downgraded them to boys too, for the sheet stuff. Because if I made them both knobs, you guys would be fucked.
Boys.
So it's just gonna be a D10.
Hey, they're slightly smaller then.
8 and 7. I think we're ready to go. So, Barbosa, it is your turn first. So as the screams echo through the now pitch black, heavy corridors of the Beacon of Hope, you hear the splashing of many feet running towards you. Not all just bipedal, and you hear mixed in with the screams a number of low, almost mucus-filled howls and barks.
Well, I was gonna do Overwatch, but apparently it works differently than
Yes.
this one. You have to be using an automatic weapon.
It's more of a traditional machine gun heavy weapon Overwatch.
Yeah, like
than-
suppressive
yeah.
fire type thing. Yeah. So, but I did want to like prepare my action. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Like wait until they come into, because I don't want to like run around the corner and get fucking mauled.
Let's see. So combat actions.
Ready. Draw weapon or
You could aim. Delay. Delay is the one you would use before your next turn. You may take any half action, because it's a little less forgiving. So it's not just
Okay.
gonna let you not like do anything. But if
Okay,
you
got
want to
it.
wait,
And then-
You could also full aim.
yeah, you could full aim.
So what I'm gonna do,
Or some of
Alrighty.
you guys are psychics now.
Yep.
I ain't no filthy psychic, but
Filthy.
so I have, so there's one thing, what is it? Gunslinger, I think is the talent. Gunslinger, fighting with two, no, it's not that one. It is, what is the talent? Hip shooting, maybe? Gotta remember all these new things, sorry for slowing it down.
It's fine. Yeah, so we recently switched over
Yeah, first
to
battle.
first edition.
Dual
This is our
shot, that's what it is.
first combat, so it might be a little wonky, but we'll get through it together.
One ballistic skill hits targets twice. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use a half action to aim and just kind of take cover behind like some of those boxes, basically, and then just kind of use half an action to aim and just get ready for them to round the corner.
Cool. All right. It's the blue group's turn, so their run, if I'm not mistaken, I did actually make a character sheet for them for once. Their run is 24 meters.
Damn.
Motherfucker.
Do you have the red ones in there?
The,
Or are they
the
part of
red
a different group?
ones? Yeah, they're the one that's
Okay.
just mangled jingles.
So guys, we can't outrun them.
I can't. Well,
Where the hell are we gonna run?
I could outrun them.
Could
I
you?
think. I could, because I'm 4.
All you have to
know-
be is not the slowest.
It's a
I'm-
good thing.
I'm
it's a
as
good thing
fast
they're
as
running,
them.
guys. Because if they were running,
They can't hit me. So this is terrifying at the moment as I'm surrounded.
You don't want to stay up front.
As soon as one of them comes
built
around
for
the
this.
corner, I'm gonna shoot at them, by the way. That
Okay.
would be my half action. So I would have my, I'm not gonna have my shotgun pistol out just yet. I would have a stub auto and my Carnodon, which is accurate. Which let me see what accurate does now, because I know it does something different. Weapon traits. You said that the guide has
accurate.
Yes,
Additional
one
plus
moment.
10.
plus
to
10
hit.
when using an aim action. Okay, cool. Perfect.
So you'll get the effects of a full aim, essentially, from your half aim.
Cool.
I'm
So-
gonna instill a minus 10 because it's a fast-moving target in the dark.
Well, I can see in the dark.
I know, but it's modified darkness. It's not like perfect vision from photo light visors, and it is sprinting past, and you are back in a tunnel.
So my first shot is going to be a half action. Well, it's basically I'm just going to count it as a full aim,
You're just
and then it's going to be short range. Well, really, actually, hang on. There's this one that's close to me. I'm going to be shooting at that one. What the fuck?
That one,
Yeah.
So that
actually,
one
So
would be there only if you fired at the one before it, because otherwise I would have you make a stealth roll and it would try and run by. Because for the moment they don't know you're there.
okay, yeah, I would have shot probably at the first one that I
Okay.
saw.
Yeah, so then he is going to
Um,
be there. It's the first one's going to be the
just-
one that's attacking Lothos.
Just not to metagame.
Yeah.
So, I would have shot at that one, but that one's still short range, so I'd have gotten another +10 to that. So, the Carnodon, so full aim, short range, standard attack.
What's point blank range count as? Is that half normal?
I'm checking it right now.
That's what I read it as.
Motherfucker. So I missed with that one, and then I would shoot with my other one, which I said was not going to be the. Did I say stub auto or auto pistol?
You said the
I got
Karna.
stub auto.
You said the Karna.
Yeah, but I'm dual wielding.
Okay.
So my other shot's going to be with the stub auto. I think I said was going to be. So half aim. That one is not accurate. Short range. Semi-auto. -10. Bro, I'm not starting off very well, mates.
All right.
I haven't
Oh, for 3.
yet.
So, as the first of the creatures enters the hall, you having your weapons drawn, already expecting trouble, loose 2 shots into the darkness. However, this creature is moving extremely quickly, and in the darkness with the splashing and the sort of bad angle you have to shoot through all this rubble in this tiny hole that you guys had to crawl through. The shots go wide. They were all running, so none of them will attack. They will let out a piercing scream and a series of clicking noises from the ones that can, whose throats aren't ravaged or mangled. These things, now that you get a good look at them, they look to have been once humanoid. However, some of them have rib cages sunken in with the bones poking out from underneath the skin. There's a chitinous shell around their skulls. There are features that are not right, and they are all hairless. These bulbous black eyes, but they look sick. There's mucus and pus running from the mouth and nostrils. The eyes are covered in an almost crust of just gunk, but it doesn't seem to be affecting them physically. Green ones, having heard the call from their friends. Charge 12. Alright, this one is going to charge you, Spaz. Or Lothos, excuse me.
Very fun.
Better like spin in a circle.
Yeah, that's like 4 levels away if I'm right.
Alright, so it gets a +10 to its weapon skill.
I'm gonna drink to your memory, boys.
If I'm correct, it also gets another +10.
Because of flanking.
Yeah, outnumbered or something like that.
Alright.
That might
These Arono's good.
Alright. So.
Lothos, why do you look like a knight in your picture?
Just let him do him, alright?
Oh, of course, they're rolling fine.
Alright.
Dodge!
Yeah. Would you like to try and dodge? Or parry?
go. That's actually better at this point. Dodge is slightly better, so I'm gonna go with the dodge.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Alright, so I'll roll the damage.
Get the dice out. Cut this shit off. Quick.
Have dice.
So it maxed on its damage.
And that's 4 pen.
I think
Well,
Lothos is
well,
down.
Okay.
Where's it?
Wow.
So do you want the good news guys or the bad news guy?
Our tank is up front. That's a good thing, right?
Good news is I have 15 HP. Bad news is they did like 10 damage.
Holy
That's
shit.
a 10 of 4 and plus my toughness, so no, that's 11 damage.
Okay. That was its first attack.
Yowza.
Goodbye, you guys. It was nice knowing all of you.
It is going to attempt to grapple you this time. I need to look up grappling real quick.
So
Grapple, make a grapple attack, see page 197.
don't make the same mistake I did. Don't do melee combat.
Oh, that would have fucking outright killed me.
I'm gonna be honest, but
Like you have double what I've got for wounds.
here's the thing. I rolled
sure how.
I rolled perfect, and then I spent most of my experience on sound constitution upgrades because I was gonna be
Okay.
Well, well
So
played.
he needs to make
Still alive for now.
he needs to make a weapon skill, or it needs to make a weapon skill attack. Like a normal attack.
Damage work now, let's see.
You know what? Considering like. I
We're
might
about to wipe. Welcome to
just- yeah, I'm thinking like.
PPK on the way.
Alright. It does not connect with the grapple, however, as it reaches out with its 4 sets of arms, the one sprouting from the shoulders, ending in these wicked-looking chitinous talons, and its normal ones having shrunken and collapsed into its own torso and being almost infantile, gripping with these pointed chitinous claws, reaches out towards you, but reeling back from the huge gash that the necrophage rips across your armor and beginning to bleed heavily. You're not too sure about this.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
I knew I should have gotten that flame pistol.
All
I
right.
should have stayed a ranged character.
Balos.
I've been sitting here trying to find out exactly how it does, because I don't think it gets its own initiative. The only thing I can find about how the Cybermassive works in a combat is if you give it temporary permission to listen to somebody else. And they can give it 3
You can give it a command.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
it take any sort of economy from me? I just don't know.
I'd say it would be
Like a half action.
half an action to give it a command.
Because, yeah, somebody I let temporarily have control can use a half action to tell it to go into attack mode. And then it stays there until they tell it to stop. That's what I figured we'd do. I just didn't
Sure.
realize we were over it during the week.
It's a weird thing. Let's just play it by ear
Yeah,
and figure it out.
that works for now. So I'll use a half action to turn it into kill this thing mode.
Which thing are you specifying?
The one directly in front of me.
Ah, I see.
And then I will use the rest of my action to make a regular attack.
Okay.
To Cybermastiff. It's one of these.
Assuming the Cybermastiff should roll for initiative, or would it just act right after him, like
It's
it does in D&D?
part of him,
Got it.
essentially. From what I understand. We might give it an initiative down the road. If, like, you know,
But
He
I have a
upgrades into
specific-
AI.
something.
I have a specific detriment to the thing because of the talent, of the target. Because of a talent, do I get any sort of bonus, or does it get any sort of bonus because we're essentially double teaming this guy? Or no?
What are you trying to do?
Well, he's gonna try and grab at a lower appendage to help, well, A, kill it, but keep it in place so that I can more easily hit it with sword.
Yeah, if you're making a weapon skill attack, give me the grapple from the animal. Or from the Cybermastiff, which is a weapon skill check. Just a flat weapon skill check. Okay. It does not manage to get a firm hold. It does manage to bite into a chunk of flesh with its razor-sharp chain teeth, begin whirring in its mouth, and it just sort of clomps off a chunk of meat and viscera. The creature seemingly unperturbed by this.
That's always great to see. Unperturbed and meat hunks being removed.
Yeah, double team gets an index. You have the double team talent?
I do not. I
Oh.
have a talent that says it gets -20 to dodge and parry because I got my mastiff.
Mm.
So that helps
It doesn't
me
care
with
about.
fighting
Yeah, it doesn't care about dodging, I don't think.
And I automatically have a -10 in combat because of my crazy. Any other modifiers to this?
No. It's dark.
What
Hit
the
it anyway.
fuck?
Alright. Give me a hit location. Actually, yeah, give me a hit location just in case you manage to one-shot this thing or something.
Just let me roll that. Oh, where am I finding the table?
82, I'm pretty sure that's left leg.
Yeah, it's one of the legs.
Alright, but you will hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
That. I hit the button that said damage, but apparently it didn't want to do that.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
hold the phone.
Hang
Yes,
on.
it
Yeah.
did.
How does that work? 2d10? The greatsword does 2d10?
2d10. Plus my strength bonus, and it has pen too.
Modi is about to find himself a big old
Hold on.
sword.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Everybody switched to melee immediately.
Hold on, wait. Okay, so what you're saying is fuck two-handed or like two weapons. I just need a great sword with mono slapped on it.
Where's getting that number?
I'm
87's
double
15
checking the
plus
great sword
3.
right now.
Yeah. I got it wrong,
That's
I
like
got
a
it wrong.
bolter level damage, bro.
2d10 plus 3 with a pen
Melee
of
weapons.
2. Holy shit.
Great weapon, 2d10. Pen
Yeah.
2.
Well, okay.
Fuck him up.
Okay, then I
It was
see what I'm
2d10
getting
in second edition. I just didn't have any pen, but I was like, whatever, I'll take it.
You rolled an 8 and a 7.
Cool.
Though I don't know.
You rolled good.
7 is 15 plus. It should only be 18. I don't know where it's getting the other 3.
Is that your
It's
strength
plus
bonus?
it's plus your strength bonus.
Well, yeah, but the 3 is the strength bonus. I don't know where it's adding.
No, the 3 is
Oh,
2d10
yeah, it
plus
should
3
be
plus
18.
your strength
Oh
bonus.
shit,
Yeah.
that's just the thing.
Yeah.
I forgot the 3 was just built into it. Yeah, okay.
I'm switching to the fucking.
Yeah,
This
man.
is about to be
Yeah,
the fucking Highlander.
I'm gonna switch as well because
So,
it's a melee unit. That's
It has a 4 soak. So you kill it though. As your dog rips this chunk out, it stumbles, and you just see this leg now at this awkward angle, swinging this huge great sword with its filigree of cog and the Mechanicus mosaic of the industry of the machine god just swipes through this thing. It lets out a wretched scream and begins writhing and shaking on the floor, twitching and spasming before it goes still. All of the ones in your guys' sight right now immediately turn towards you, Phalos, and let out a scream.
Okay. I
Wow.
felt good about it for a second.
Odious, where are
I'm
you?
just gonna re-tighten grip on the sword, like fucking come on, but I don't like that. Granted, I didn't actually do an attack, but in my head, I'm like, oh, I didn't care about the dog at one bit.
Modius,
bad.
where is your token? Oh yeah, you ran over to Kraka and Draka. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to take a step forward. Now, it's dark in here, dark enough that they can't see me. More specifically, can't see my
knows?
third eye.
Who knows?
Well, about to find out, I guess.
It would be. It's like pitch black in here. I don't know if your eye emits light. No one actually knows what a navigator's eye looks like.
I've never looked at it in a mirror.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't, because it'll kill you.
It's insanity! Ah!
How
Yeah.
did he die? Well, he looked
You've got the Ark of the Covenant in your forehead.
Well-
I just look at it.
He sliced this thing apart, and they all looked over. I'm not sure if it was just because of the sound or not, but
Maybe don't look in the direction of everybody just fucking obliterating us.
I'm around the corner. I'm okay.
well, I can either pull out the hand cannon and try to drop one of these guys, or try and drop all of them. Fuck it. After seeing
Use the eye. My back's to you. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say Phalos be okay.
Lothos would be addressing the necrophages on top of him as well, so he would be turned away from you.
All right. Well, let me give you the deets here.
What if this doesn't even work on them?
It may not.
A lot of words.
Post willpower tests. Anybody looking into the eye? So I'm gonna pull the hat back and just gaze forward at all those things that just fucking came in and nearly dropped my buddy here.
So it does warp damage. Energy damage. It's warp damage because it ignores toughness and armor.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
They're one.
No effect on unliving targets. Okay. It would work.
Well, hopefully. We'll see.
It's gonna... Yeah, go ahead and...
willpower test.
Do your
Man,
willpower
they all looked at
test.
me. That's a good time to use it.
Yeah, so willpower is 53. I've got a 56. So degrees of success is minimal, and that's the opposed part, I believe.
Yes. So I'm gonna roll theirs real quick.
That beats me.
Oh. Fuck.
And then the hounds.
That's rough.
At least the hounds fail. One fails.
Wow, okay. So let me read over that again.
Oh shit.
The navigator achieves more degrees of success, the opponent suffers 2d10. Okay, so
2d10 plus willpower, which is 18.
And what was your willpower roll again?
My willpower roll?
Mm-hmm.
Original?
The plus 10 one for the contested.
Oh shit, that was plus 10? It
Yeah.
wasn't. I won by 3 total.
So you got 3
So
degrees of success.
if it was plus 10, no, I got
1
1.3 degrees.
Cool. Okay, so you're gonna hit one of the hounds.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that damage.
It's a lot.
2d10 plus 8.
2d10 plus 5. So I've got 10, 18 total.
And y'all was like, I'm not gonna do as much damage as I was gonna do in 2nd edition.
Can't even hit anything.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. That'll change.
Would
though.
be
I
about
hit
as good
with
as
a
the hand
1 in 5
cannon.
chance of doing it. You missed against all odds. You'll be back next round.
So Phalos, this is what it feels like to get hit and having a lot of HP.
Yeah. I'm
That
down
sucks,
one
dude.
but
I
feel
can't
well.
believe it rolled that kind of damage.
You know what? I'm honestly lucky I put so many fucking points into
You
sound
really
constitution
are. You really
because
are.
I would just be dead.
I was
they also
nuts.
suffer 1d5 and that doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, let me get the damage.
18 damage total.
18? Okay. Yeah, so the hound... these hounds also, as you see, I will show you guys a better picture of them.
Why do they have dogs in space? This is ridiculous.
Dog in space.
What the fuck is that? That's not a hound. That's like a person. That's been like, what the fuck?
So those are the gene hounds that you see before you. They're chitinous shells, almost like a beetle over their back. Their head's still displaying the canid features, although the underneath the lower jaw has been removed, and there are a whipping mass of tentacles flicking around from underneath this. It will look into your stare, and you will lock eyes with it, and the eyes will begin to boil within its skull, and simultaneously its own tentacles will rip its own skull, burrowing into the flesh and chitin and pull itself apart as it dies.
One's better than none. It's too dark in here. I'll save, and we'll get better light next time.
Okay.
I cannot find my fatigue mod here anywhere, but I need to add a level of fatigue for myself.
Okay.
Save
It
points, save corruption.
is...
They don't have it on this.
Huh.
I have it. I have it on my, like NPC character sheets.
They have corruption, insanity, wounds, fate points. They don't have any fatigue.
I'll track it, but there's not a listing for it that I see.
Okay, cool. Weird. Yeah.
That's because it's Dark Heresy sheets. I don't know if Dark Heresy has fatigue.
Possibly.
Plus, I get
Technically.
it from certain tech priest abilities.
Yeah. Weird.
Well,
we'll look
fuck
into
you,
it.
basically.
We'll look into it. Yeah.
All good.
Admiral Kraka Gunsguppa is going to see you getting chewed on, Lothos, and put his fingers up to his lips and let out a long, high-pitched whistle and be like, "Oi, gut wrencher! Wrench his guts!" And what I can best describe as a mouth with teeth and legs falls from the ventilation in the ceiling.
What?
It's a squig!
It is-
Yes. Do you have a picture?
Oh, I'll find one real quick.
Oh.
I'll find one of a squig to use. It is an attack squig. You guys, if you guys have Forbidden Lore Xenos, you would know what this is.
I don't think any of it. Well, I know I don't.
Here's a picture of squigs going into the Discord right now.
Yeah, let me.
There's a couple
Yes.
different varieties of squig for you.
Yeah.
Would I think to shoot that next instead? No, because I heard him call it.
You may. Still, it is a fearsome creature.
Right.
Honestly, shoot it just to be safe.
It's about it's a little under a meter long. Short, fat. Its legs are too far back on its body to support the front half, so its chin is basically dragging along the ground. And it's just chomping like Pac-Man as it advances towards... I can't believe I forgot to give him a token. I had so much fun making him. Ah!
Some fruit, so all these crawly boys will just start flashing blue, and this will be over real quick.
And I know. I got an idea. A beholder will work.
That's pretty close.
You know, it makes sense, honestly.
Close enough.
Beholder with
Fair,
legs,
the
basically.
holder is what happens when you combine Modius with this new thing.
Fun fact about a squig, it's literally a cousin of an orc. It's from the same genetic substrate. It's like a different...
It is considered a fungal attack animal.
So,
So
how do
there-
I acquire one of those?
You do not.
My
So
service.
squigs serve many purposes. There's squigs that when orcs have to go out into space, you see, there's special squigs with see-through bellies, and they chomp them onto their head, and then the squig acts as a void suit.
the fuck out of here. You can't.
Okay, so
You can't
That's
make
rude.
that shit up.
so here's the thing. Actually, orcs can technically just survive out into the void as well, anyways.
But they still use...
Sometimes
the
they get
void
afraid
squigs.
because sometimes they'll be afraid and they'll believe that they'll die. So okay, I found one. Here we go. He is not this big, but this is what Gut Ripper is gonna look like.
Cracker.
Yeah,
Is that yours?
yeah. That's me parrot. That's me parrot squig.
I just little fucking goblins riding these things around.
Those are
amazing.
grots.
Those
That's
are
like
Gretchens.
Gretchens, yeah.
Love it.
Okay,
They're like little
hold on.
servants for the
Here we
orcs.
go. Gut Ripper.
Yes.
Squig pie is an orcish delicacy, also.
This is the creature you see before you. It's about the size. It's about like it's a little less than a meter long, and it's short and it's fat. It's mostly mouth. It's primarily mouth, and it is going to drop out of the vent, tumble to the ground, and sort of roll around to get stuck on its back for a second. Let me roll an agility check.
Phalos, help it up!
Please tell me it just gets stuck.
Like a turtle on a shell.
I didn't expect to have so much in common with orcs. We both like choppas. We have attack animals.
So it's got 33 agility. It has no talents that would help it in this situation.
Oh no, it's just gonna be stuck there.
Just throw something at it. And
Hey!
Alright.
So it does manage to roll itself over, right itself, and charge. We'll charge this
Hopefully
necrophage.
not Elosos.
Oh man, that would have been
Um,
shitty if it just went for my legs.
Alright, so it has traits bestial, natural weapons, unnatural toughness ×2. Alright, so it's a 35 weapon skill. He gets +10 for the charge.
If it's all mouth, then how does he
And then
miss?
yeah, it gets another
Don't-
+10 for being
don't-
outnumbered.
Don't worry about it.
Because Lothos is there, so it's gonna get +20.
Okay. He
Well, it
succeeds.
doesn't need it.
Alright. And that is 1d10 +6 rending.
Nice.
Plus its strength bonus, right?
That is included in the
Oh, okay.
1d10 +6. Alright.
It swallows this fucking thing whole.
They do have a 4 soak.
It just runs in it and its legs are just gone and it falls to the ground.
So that's 14 wounds down to 10. Down to 10. As this thing just runs up and does leap in the air with these surprisingly powerful, almost velociraptor-like legs, propelling itself into the air and latching onto this thing. The necromorph begins screaming and flailing around, some of its arms trapped in the jaw, as it just begins opening its mouth rapidly, trying to chew through this thing and eat it. And it's making this low sort of, it's a mix between like a bulldog growling and like a cat yowling at you when it's mad. So it's just an unpleasant sound, and it looks very ferocious. It's also like scratching away with its feet, these huge hooked talons clawing more flesh off as this thing is just lashed onto this necromorph. That's gonna be Kraka's turn, however. It's Draka's turn. Let's see, so his charge is 12. Alright, he is just gonna have to use his full movement. Actually, no, he has a knife that he can throw. That's 5 meters. He could throw a knife. So, he's within range. He's gonna chuck a knife. He's gonna hit. That's gonna do 1d5 plus his strength bonus. So,
I'm sure he has unnatural strength, right?
he has a lot of things. So his traits in total, bulging biceps, crushing blow, furious assault, hardy, iron jaw, street fighting, true grit. He has a natural toughness ×2. So his toughness bonus is 8.
Oh.
So he will do... he will do 12 damage.
How are you doing 12? What's his strength?
Oh, wait, you're right. Strength bonus, not toughness.
What the
Jeez.
fuck? Holy
Okay.
shit.
Okay, his strength is 4, so he's gonna do 8 wounds. 8 wounds. Soaked 4. As the knife... As the knife flickers forward, it goes into the thing's eyes, or these deep sunken eyes that still sort of look around with an almost sentient intelligence, and they are sentient. They are looking around and plotting and hungry, but they seem murky and confused and sick. The knife flips through the air, whistling past you, Lothos, and just chunks, and you hear it clink and chip against the back of the thing's skull, and it is still amazingly alive. Okay.
Do I hit it? I'm gonna have to hit it.
It's finally the red team's turn.
Red team,
wow.
just go elsewhere.
Doop doop doop. No, I want one of them.
You're not wanted here, red
Doop.
team. Please tell me that's a
Doop.
full movement, so he can't
Doop.
hit me.
Yes, this is gonna.
Fucker.
It's gonna be a full movement for them to get that far.
Thank goodness. Okay then. Oh. I would say retreating's a good option, but I can't
Alright.
do anything at a
Last-
There's nowhere to retreat.
Last
Yep.
but not least, Lothos.
Yes. This is real shitty initiative, boys. Okay then, so we got...
Confused by your statement. We said it would be good time to get you new bits. This is perfect opportunity.
Oh, you're gonna.
Off of your legs.
You're gonna get some new bits.
Okay, then. So, considering have an ally next to me, I'll get a +10 on my next hit. So if I do 2 attacks, it's just gonna be straight 2 attacks.
Okay.
So let's hope for the best. So my first attack is going to be the green one, and my second attack is going to be the blue one. And what am I trying to hit?
You said the blue
The one that nearly killed you.
Okay then. So 43. First hit. That is a 10.
Okay, so 3 degrees of success. That'll hit.
Click on damage. Since I have Tarek, I get to roll twice and take the highest.
Okay, so 7 damage, pin 2. Okay.
Roll dice properly. And then that is a 6. With the Chimera pistol sword. Hooray.
Wait, hold on. What are you doing? I thought so. You do a 7 and then a 10.
So I do a 7 to the blue guy, and
Mhm.
then I do a 10. I mean a 7
Yeah.
to the green guy and a 10 to the blue guy.
Cool. Okay. So with all the damage that this necrophage has taken, you regaining your balance after that massive hit, swing out with your chimera sword and not only take the head off, but the almost praying mantis-like appendages coming out of the shoulders. You slice through those as well, the monoblade cutting through the chitin like butter as the thing falls to the ground, twitching. The squig, gut repa, will consume the torso and most of the upper body while it is still thrashing around, and then look around to its next victim.
It's that one. It's that one.
So
Go for that one.
10.
Go for that one.
Get him.
Don't bite me. That's my entire turn. That was full action to do 2 attacks.
Okay. So it's gonna soak 4 of that 10. You're still gonna do 6 wounds. So this one is hurt as you slice through its chitinous armor and plating, and they don't all have this chitinous beetle-like armor. Some of them are just sunken ribs and desiccated flesh, as though a plagued body has begun mutating. So you do cut through flesh and bone as easily as you would cut through the air itself, leaving this huge gash as viscera, long decayed and rotted, begins spilling out of these creatures. Around the top of the round, I'm going to be right back. You guys figure out what the hell you're going to do to fix this.
I'm gonna be honest,
That's fair.
guys.
I'm gonna start blasting.
Like, probably gonna die.
Well, they're both up next, so
Well,
see how it
luckily,
goes.
Fine.
only one of them is up next to hit me within the area.
Well, blue then green.
Well, green's dead.
Well, there's two other green ones right there.
Well, yeah, but they're two spaces away, and they look like melee combatants, so they're too far away to do melee.
I suppose there is a blue and a red right in front of you.
Yeah, the red one goes after I do. So what I'm thinking on my next turn is I'm
Oh.
going to do yeah. So it's
Fucking
the
run away.
my next turn is pretty much going to be me healing on my half action and then making a regular attack with my half action on this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling my shotgun pistol out and my other full auto gun out and be like, one in
Oh,
for
you're in a
each.
perfect spot to spray.
Oh yeah, like for fucks. So
I should be okay to drop one of them.
Yeah, I know, like with like two-handed or two-weapon fighting, like it gets really powerful like the later on, but like early on, fuck, so many negatives. I get a -10 unless I'm, within combat with an ally. So if I get a double team as a trait, which I don't know if I get that next class, but
Let's see.
+1.
Talents. Double. What is this dual shot? How does this work? Dual shot. When you're able to focus fire with two guns, maximize impact, one, two pistols. You can fire both simultaneously as a full action. Make a single test on a success you hit the target with both shots. Why? Oh, I guess that just guarantees. Basically, I can do that. And like if I hit, then I'm going to be doing one for each. So never mind on that.
So remind me again, your last monosword did pen 2. What's that 2 pen do? Well, he's not there, but
That just means he ignores 2 of their soak.
right.
Of their armor, not of their toughness.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say it didn't seem like that counted for the last one.
Yeah. So have you guys devised a plan?
Shoot.
Yeah.
The fuck else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Got to start blasting.
Yeah. Alright, Barbosa, you're up.
Let me see. I'm trying to understand how this works. Full auto doesn't require. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to use. I have quick draw, so it makes stowing a weapon a free action.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to stow my 2. I'm going to basically, I got my bandolier. I'm going to be like, right. I'm going to stick those 2 back, and I'm going to pull out my shotgun pistol and my auto pistol. Okay, and then at the 2, so my shotgun pistol is going to go at the blue one, and then my auto pistol is going to go at the green one. So
Your
I'm gonna
shotgun
be-
pistol goes in a spread, doesn't it?
It has scatter, so
yeah,
the way
let me
scatter
let me
works-
look it up real
This
quick.
close?
Scatter at point blank range, each 2 degrees of success scores another hit, basically.
Okay.
So it does what accurate used to do.
Okay. Or
So-
it does what accurate does in second edition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then the other one's just gonna be full auto. So I'm gonna shoot the shotgun pistol first. Where is my shotgun pistol? So hit. So it's gonna be. I'm gonna use my first half of the round to aim. It's gonna be at point blank range.
Okay.
And then it's not a called shot or anything. So any extra modifiers or anything like that? No, I'm assuming. Because they're such close, they're like right there in a cramped area.
Fucking +10.
Fingers crossed. Fucking barely, bro. What the fuck is up with my
I
roll?
can't believe that. But yeah, hit it.
Fucking, I don't do like it didn't do what it needed it to do, but shit. So
Still hits.
It's still a hit, yeah. So let me roll damage. Let's check though. It says 1d10 plus 6, but that doesn't seem right.
Why?
I don't think it does that much damage.
Yeah, dude, it's a shotgun. That's a pistol.
Let me double check real quick.
It's a shotgun. That's a pistol.
You're the one who got the bullshit weapon, alright? I'm just here trying to live my life.
Shotgun, handgun, shotgun, pump action shotgun.
We got a lot of weird weapons.
I have a staff.
1d10 plus 4. Okay, so it's mighty shot that's making it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting the extra 2 from. So let me roll that damage.
Decent. That's gonna soak 4. So it's gonna take 6 wounds as the pellets take out a sizable chunk. Some of them gouging deep into some of this chitinous plating that in some places is almost underneath the stretched and gaunt flesh that seems to be holding just pockets of organs, almost like they're vacuum packed into the shell of a human.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna blast that one with my left hand, and then I'm gonna point straight ahead with my other one, and then get the same plus 10. Fuck yes. So that's full auto. So I hit 6 times.
Okay. I'm gonna double check it. I believe you, but I have all the stuff here and I need to learn it as well.
So yeah, it was full auto. So the way full auto works is the same as before. I hit for every degree of success.
Plus 20 to ballistic skill, every additional hit for every degree of success. And how big is your magazine for the auto pistol?
18, but
Okay. Oh yeah.
I shot with 6 bullets.
6. Cool. So yeah, you'll get 6 hits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's dead.
Holy shit.
It's dead. It's dead.
How did you get plus 30 for the range? Is that just the point blank part?
Point blank, yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then, could I say that after I shoot it a few times with the first 3 bullets, I kind of swipe it to the side like in a sweep, and
No.
I hit the other one? No?
No.
No? Come on.
Fucking
Wow.
rounders, man.
Or that
Hold
some
on,
of those
hold
bullets
on,
go
hold on.
through and hit the ones behind it?
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
That's fair.
I'm gonna roll an agility check for the hound. And it's gonna be at a negative. So you're gonna kill the one in front of you with the first 2. So I'll impose a minus 20 to its agility test. Alright. So it will not get out of the way in time, and it will take that. Okay, hold on.
It's getting hit with a 14 and a 12.
Okay, it's gonna need to get hit. The first 3 are gonna be needed, so the 6, the 7, and the 14, because of its soak, are gonna be needed to take it down. But the 12, the 5, and the 9, it will take. And it will take that down as well as the rain of bullets as you perforate this ghoul in front of you, this necrophage of Xenos and hatred, the righteous fury from what you haven't seen before in the womb chamber still over you. You just hold down the muzzle, and it's almost as though there is no recoil as you just stand and watch the bullets rip through the flesh of the Xenos.
That's crazy. So clearly you're right-handed. Got it.
Alright. Anything else?
There's nothing else. Oh, fucking right! Push the button, Inquisition lights up. There's just a glowing gleam of the Inquisitorial seal over my fucking half of my face, like just the eye right here. Just fucking feeling very like, fucking right!
Alright. It's the blue ghoul's turn. It can't charge because it has to move 4 meters to charge. But it will come towards you and attack. No aim. It's gonna go all out.
Charge, you say, huh?
Isn't all out a full action?
All out-
so
all
if
out
it
is a
moved, it
full
wouldn't be able
action.
to
Oh,
do
it is a
that?
full action? Cool. Okay. Alright, so standard. And then modifier. No, I'm not gonna give it any plus. I'll give it a minus 10 because you did fuck it up with that shotgun shot.
It did just take a shotgun phase.
It made it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna roll to dodge.
Match it makes.
Yeah. It made
Any-
the target.
Any
Wow.
pluses or minuses to dodge, considering it barely made it?
No. With the dodge.
Gotta try.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna use a fate point,
Okay.
because I don't have that many wounds anymore. Fucking doesn't help.
Alright. So,
I got a soak of 6.
Oh,
yo, they are rolling
What
gnarly
the
on
fuck?
fucking.
like,
Come
that's-
on,
you just
I'm
rolled-
dead. I'm in
How-
critical damage.
How are you soaking 6?
Oh, yeah.
Because I have
hold on.
Xeno Mesh armor.
Wait.
But like that's pin
Second.
4, so that gets rid of my armor, so it's 2. So he does 12 damage, which means I'm in 2 critical damage.
I'm checking these rolls real quick.
Because that's ridiculous, bro.
They look right.
It's rolling an 8, and then plus 3. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
So plus his strength
Hold on,
bonus, yeah.
hold on. Yeah, because I didn't realize it was
10 plus
adding in
3
the strength
plus-
bonus automatically during the rolls. So I'm gonna reduce the damage of the
Us doing
talons.
D10 plus 6. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna be doing a D10 plus 1. So subtract 2 wounds off of that, so the total damage is 12. Pin 4 still. We'll go pin 3. Alright,
So pin 3, so I soak 3 of that. So I had take 9 wounds in.
yes.
So I'm in my last wound.
Okay. Because it did
Still
roll very
standing.
good for its damage.
Does the same go for
Yes, so
Lothos?
if you guys have been hit, go ahead and subtract what you would subtract from those totals. So the pin is now 3, and the damage is plus 1, so you remove 2 damage automatically. And then if your armor would have soaked any, apply that.
So what you're saying is we need to upgrade our toughness a lot more.
Shit.
Or get better
That's-
armor.
I have the best armor available to me at this level. It didn't do fucking anything.
I also have the best armor to my level as well.
Only thing better is power armor. Or like carapace armor. Like
Alright. This
Some.
one in front of you, Lothos, is going to attempt to grapple you again.
Oh, hi there.
I miss my 50 toughness that I used to have.
Toughness was nice to have.
Alright, it fails again. Still flailing at you, heavily wounded now. It can't seem to get a grip.
Nice.
Let me double check the grapple rules. It might have to be contested.
Why is it a weapon skill?
'Cause
Not a
that's-
strength, for example.
That's what it says it is.
I think it's a weapon skill just because they're trying to hit you.
Mhm. So that way, if you have a character who's not great with strength, okay, instead of inflicting damage, you can attempt to grapple and immobilize your opponent. Resolve a grapple. Make the attack. Yeah, make an unarmed attack by testing weapon skill as normal. If you succeed, your opponent may use their reaction to take an agility test. So, yeah, you're good. It flails at you and is unable to connect.
That's real nice.
So that's them. The greenies are all dead.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Double checking because you brought that up. And the great weapon is 2d10 plus strength, but I added the strength not knowing it did that for me. So if it matters, that thing would have taken.
I think he would have killed it anyway.
So it's plus 3, not plus 6.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was adding the strength.
It was still pretty
automatically.
amazing. 2 good rolls.
Like 2d10, that's nice, especially
3d10
like
alone is like, damn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like plasma
especially if you
pistol
got, like,
damage.
tearing or something on it.
Alright, Phalos, it is
Yeah.
your turn.
Charge!
Now you're pretty visibly wounded there, right, Lothos?
I don't know, maybe the giant gash mark across my chest gives it away.
So I'm gonna.
Now, technically, from what I'm hearing, I have about the same HP as, Modeus now. So,
Yeah, I've got 7 wounds, like, fresh.
I got 6
I'm feeling
at
good.
the moment, so, like,
Fucking crazy.
Just attack them. If I'm probably gonna heal myself this turn, honestly, if I'm still alive.
I'll move my 3 mood.
I'm also not standing on a pile of corpses either, with more people behind.
Now I can tell it what to do, but can it take a full charge action, Cybermassive, if I give it the order?
Yeah, why not?
Well then, I'm just going to shut Lothos, just drop, and I'm going to tell this thing to tackle Lothos, because I can tell it to do that, and just stand above it.
Do you want to grapple him?
Hopefully he'll just drop, so he can just stand over it and be a big metal shield.
Ah, I see what you're doing.
Oh my god, don't kill me. Phalos.
The grapple wouldn't hurt you; it's non-lethal. Though it does say if it doesn't have non-lethal options, it'll just bite until you're bleeding to death and stop. But I think it can interpret what I want.
Lothos.
What are your exact orders to this machine?
It's
Essentially,
robot.
it's going to literally just stand over and it's in guard mode. It is
Guard Lothos?
yes.
Okay. It will do that
That's a lot
designation.
better than tackle Lothos.
I know.
Yeah, well, I need
It's
to
like-
Fails, choose your words.
Like, do I need to take out the tech priest now?
Upon you putting in the input, it will turn to you, its mouth will open, and the speaker will go, woof. And then it will charge forward, darting past Gut Rippa, and squaring off against one of the remaining necrophages. Anything
if
else?
it can hit anything in part of that action, it will. Otherwise, I move as far
I'm
as
gonna
I could.
say giving
While
it the
giving
command and then it moving there is gonna be its full turn.
Fair enough. I moved as far as I could with a half action, and that's that.
Okay. Modius.
1, 2, 3. And can I get a line on either of the two, the red or the blue here?
I would say you'd have
With a
you're gonna have
pistol?
a penalty if you're shooting at the blue one because it's shooting into melee. Let me check the rules on those real quick.
I mean, technically, I could do the eye thing again, but I don't really like to do that 2 times in a row. It's taxing.
It makes me sleepy. Alright. Oh, fatigue. Can suffer a number of fatigue equal to toughness bonus fatigue characters, minus 10 to all tests. If you suffer more fatigue than TB, fall unconscious for 10 minus toughness bonus minutes. Each hour of complete less removes 1 level of fatigue. After 8 hours, fatigue is reduced to 0. And you are considered heavily wounded, Lothos. And Barbosa.
Damn.
I cannot be heavily
What does
wounded.
heavily wounded do again?
I don't know.
If Gibbs,
Looks like shit.
Gibbs certain negatives, if I remember correctly, but I cannot be
Well,
heavily wounded because I have hardy.
I used to have hardy back.
Well, it honestly, from what it sounds like, we honestly just like traded like our durability with one another.
pretty much.
I'll impose, if you're going to be shooting at the blue one, I'm going to give you a minus 20.
Well, then I'll shoot at the red one because
Alright.
this might be slim pickings as is. But I'm going to quick draw the hand cannon and take a shot.
Alright.
The silenced hand cannon. Yeah, that's right.
So stupid.
Right.
It doesn't do anything in this one. It doesn't give you any negatives in this one. It just takes you longer to heal.
And no modifiers?
No.
Okay. Ooh.
I'll do it.
Alright. Holy shit.
Alright.
Double checking. Melee weapons don't just all get a point blank range bonus, do they?
I fucking wish.
No.
Yeah, right.
They don't get aim. They don't get aim bonuses either.
The best we get is like all out attack and charge.
So this is not Saint Bay, but
Mm-hmm.
I might pull out another nickname if this works out. But
Well, it's gonna soak 4 of the 12 But as you whip out this hand cannon, and a loud ringing shot just thunders through this cramped corridor, a watermelon-sized chunk is roll for hit location.
That's a 100.
100?
A D100, I said, sorry.
Yeah.
I've never had to do this before. 75.
75?
Correct.
That's
That
left leg or
is
right leg?
Left leg.
You're gonna essentially blow off a massive, about a cantaloupe-sized chunk of meat from where the thigh would be of this creature. It's going to stumble and scream. Still up, still standing, but pretty wobbly at this point.
But wait,
Okay.
my mastiff is there.
Oh, he's okay. I'm just getting some dinner for him. No worries. But that's my turn.
Just to myself, not everyone. Just he's the robot.
Kraka is going to use his turn to command his squig to attack. It will again
Man,
launch
this guy's
itself.
just getting mauled.
Using its talons, its thick, heavy claws to spring onto the wall and actually grip onto the bulkhead and wires and paneling. It swiftly runs across the wall and then launches itself at this thing's back as its attention is focused on the cyber dog, coming to it from the side. And 35 gets a plus 10. Alright, he is going to fail. As it springs off the wall, the flailing necromorph bats it out of the way, and he sort of thumbles to the ground. He will try to right himself again. He does not right himself.
It must be the
Gut
best thing
Wrencha
watching
is
this
stuck
squid.
on his... No, he doesn't really have a back since he's mostly just a mouth. He's sort of on his orbital negative and just sort of rolling there like a physics experiment, trying to get some sort of equilibrium.
Gotta love squigs.
Draka will advance.
There's not a lot of hallway to advance through.
You guys can, this paneling up there, Bodhi's already using it. It's basically a 3 square wide corridor. And the boys. Alright, so they start with chain weapon training.
Orcs.
They have something called Crushing Blow. Whatever. He's going to attack with that heavy bone cleaver that Modius picked out. He is going to succeed, and that is with his choppa. 1d10 plus 5 rending pen 2. So
At least he has a strength of 4.
he's trying. The majority of the damage is soaked as he sort of slices off what you would describe as a flank steak. And he will sort of pick it up off the ground and smell it and then fling it away, seemingly disgusted by some taint of the meat. That is Draka's turn. It's the Red's
Will
turn.
The red attack.
Red's gonna attack the squig. It's going to get a plus 20 because the squig is on its back.
Stabs itself in the leg.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Does he knock the swig back on its side?
The wounds that it's... So what it does is it does line up the squig perfectly and rage down, trying to pierce through what you would think would be a soft underbelly with its talons, these bladed arms, and instead they just plink off the rough skin of the squig that has developed from running around and dragging itself its entire life across the ground. Its skin could probably stop a heavy stubber. And the thing seems to chortle to itself as it's wiggling around, still trying to right itself. Second attack.
Saying we can use him as a shield. Nice.
Second. No aim. Standard.
He can't kill the squig.
We have a giggling squig.
Oh, he's a right proper squig, isn't he, boys? Yeah, that's that. The Hound.
Stay away from me.
The Hound's also going to attack the squig.
No, the squig. Everybody thinks the squig on its belt or like on its back is its weakness. It's actually its strongest, stance.
Rolls 100, it runs into his mouth.
Alright, so it succeeds. Just barely, by the way. And they do 1d10. This one, so 5 wounds. And it's soak. I'm pretty sure this thing's soak is... Its soak is 8.
The fuck?
So,
That's amazing.
The Hound will come forward, these flicking tentacles trying to pierce through, and you see now that as they clink off of the underbelly of this squig, that a almost translucent mucus or venom is spewing out of them. Maybe an embryonic-looking fluid at some ways, but you're unsure. The squig seems unaffected.
Squig is just having the time of his life.
I don't even want to know what a gene sealer would happen if it got orc DNA. That's just fucking horrifying. Gene sealer
Barbosa,
works.
this one's coming towards you because there's effectively a wall of bodies that this one cannot pierce through.
Okay, so the red one's now right there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna die.
Well, we'll see if it can hit you. It's gonna attack.
Don't worry, Barbosa, just lose one of your metal arms. It's a lot easier to
I don't
hold.
have any dodges left, right? No.
Is it a new round since you dodged last?
Is it? I don't know.
It's,
It is.
yeah. I think you would have a dodge, but let's see if you even need it. You do.
Dodge that monster. Oh.
I am going to use my last fate point
Okay.
because otherwise I'm going to die. Let's see if it makes a difference.
You really...
There we go.
It
Okay.
does make a
That's
difference.
better. Good fate.
As these piercing talons swing down, you do manage to leap out of the way, and I will actually move you because it doesn't make sense for you to just fucking Neo dodge it. As you leap out of the way of this thing, and it lets out a piercing scream, its eyes focusing on your form, and You see now from within the ribcage, the skin peeled back by these almost infantile arms, where the sternum would be, a long, protruding ovipositor emerges, glistening with mucus and all, with a probing, almost worm-like mouth. That's their turn, though. Lothos.
That's okay. I'm gonna do an all-out attack.
Okay.
That's a overall plus 30, so 73 or better. 64. Wait.
You also get a plus 10.
Oh, that was including the plus
Okay.
10 already. No, okay, so that's one miss. And a 73 exactly, so one hit's just on the dot.
Okay.
Oh.
Give me damage.
2. Maybe I could roll better. I did roll better on the second
Okay.
one.
Wow.
Max damage. 10-4.
And which one are you attacking?
I'm attacking the blue one.
All right.
The red one seems to be,
Handled.
yeah.
Yeah. With a swift flourish of your Chimera Blade, you rise up from your defensive position, having been beaten quite a bit in this little encounter. The blade cutting up through, eviscerating the thing. As it tries to pull its flesh back together, it slowly drops to the ground and twitches before dying. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right. Barbosa.
All right, so I have a handy dandy little thing called hip shooting, which allows me to run away and shoot at the same time. So I can use my full movement and then get one shot off. So I'm gonna like.
Okay. Before you go too far down the tunnel, let me draw like a line, just because of the explosion and the collapse. So you see that line that is across in red? You can't go past that.
Okay,
Don't die in the esophagus, Barbosa.
so it's 13,
We're gonna have to burn your corpse at that point.
9, 10. So right around there, we'll say. So I'm gonna basically, I'm gonna stow back my shotgun pistol. Nah, fuck that. Barbosa doesn't run. Does Barbosa run?
Are we talking about old Barbosa or new Barbosa? Because I feel like new Barbosa should run.
I think he just called you a bitch.
Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna be like, Roy, fuck you. I just killed one of them, like, and I dodged this last thing. I'm feeling okay. So I'm gonna stash my shotgun pistol with the free action, and then use quick draw to pull out one of my stub autos. So I'm gonna kind of cross aim like this now, do some fancy shit.
Okay.
So the blue one was the one I shot before that's already damaged, right?
They're both, hold on.
I don't think the red one's damaged.
The red one is not. The blue one is damaged from someone's previous attack.
So I'm going to shoot at the blue one with a stub auto.
Okay.
And by the way, it has been my mistake. I just realized this. I don't get to aim when I'm using both weapons to shoot at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I didn't realize it previously. But I am going to be shooting semi-auto, which will give me plus 10. Do I get that same plus 10 for being close, like due to the close proximity, or are we going to get rid of that for this round?
No, you're good.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 3 hits with that one.
Okay.
1, oh no, damage. 1, 2, 3. Which I'm assuming is going to kill it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then with the other one, I'm going to fire the auto pistol at full auto.
As you do.
Point blank. Full auto. Plus 10. Finally, I'm redeemed! And then just for shits and giggles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That'll do it.
All
right.
Can I hit this other dog
No,
over here?
no,
with
you
these
can't.
bullets? No.
No.
Okay.
So, the rest of you hear a flurry of gunfire, just an absolute cannonade of blasting. The mouth of the tunnel lighting up sporadically with flashes, and the dying screams of these necrophages as bullets whiz past into the corridor, ricocheting off of the hull. Anything else?
Fucking right, you fucking squiggy bastards! I'll fucking rip your fucking face off and fuck your fucking mother!
Okay. Phalos.
You alright? Can I hit this red guy over my master?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll use a half action to ready the las carbine as opposed to a greatsword. And I would semi-auto burst, but I don't get to do that with just a half action. So this will be single fire burst. Now, point blank range is 30 meters for this gun, so I get to add that this time.
Yeah, dude.
I was reading it. Point blank range is still only 3 meters away.
Yeah, within 3 meters. Anything within 3
Okay.
meters.
Half of its damage, but I might have read that very wrong. In which case, we'll just say it's not that, and that's fine. I read that wrong. I gotta cancel the attack that was already. So,
You get it's short range though, so you still get plus 10.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Short range and standard attack. And any other modifiers besides my overall -10?
No. I think you guys are gonna be fine. You.
Woo!
Alright. That'll hit. Give me a location. Jesus fuck. $34.
It's body, I think, or
Body.
arm.
Alright. As the Mastiff begins initiating its attack mode on the predicated subject, you whip out your Imperial Guard issue las carbine, line up the shot, and send out a red bolt of superheated energy out, which essentially parboils this thing's organs inside of its rib cage, which is surrounded by this chitinous beetle shell. The steam leaking out from up its throat and eventually splitting the skin in places as it screams one final dying scream and falling to the ground.
You'll take it? As gross as that was? Alright, shit. Well, that's everything I can do.
Alright, Modus. You may be muted.
I was.
Okay.
Well, what's left?
There is one
Seems-
hound.
Seems you guys got this under control. I might just... Okay, I'll do my best. There's a big orc in front of me, isn't there?
Yeah.
Alright, well, if I can try and get a name, I'm gonna shoot.
You'd
Give
be
me
able
whatever
to
penalties
from,
I have, but...
You'd be able to from that angle. Be able to get a shot.
Well, hand cannon. Off we go.
Because Gut Wrencha is still immobile.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There we go.
I think you get him.
Good, good.
Gotta say, Gut Wrencher is still pretty devastating. And
Although that's not, you wouldn't get plus 30 for range, but I think you'd still be
That's-
good to do
Still
anyways.
5 degrees
That's
of success.
point blank for
Still
cannon still, or for the
No.
hand cannon.
Point blank is 3 meters.
Oh, I thought you said it was half. It was half range.
That's
I
short
thought
range.
too, but-
Short, 3 it's plus 20 for point blank, which is 3 meters. Anything less
I got
than half
normal.
of your total range.
Normal is 30, so I might have been looking in. Whatever I read, it just read as normal over 2. I could be wrong, which is fine. What would normal
would-
is 30 for this?
what would
So if it
Jesus
would be
do?
normal, then
Yeah, so middle, that anything like from
it still
30
hits.
to 40.
No, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Unless it's literal point blank, which makes sense,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just roll normal range.
And it is a pistol, so it's meant to be in this kind of... it's not like the
I
movies
thought it was a little
where-
bit off, but I was just following the book as
No.
best I could.
You're fine.
'cause
You're fine.
I'm still trying to do it. All good, but
9
that would
damage.
still success for sure.
All right, so you're gonna hit the round piercing through this chitinous beetle shell, shattering it along several plates. You're gonna do a good chunk of damage. 2 of that is gonna be soaked. It's gonna be up, but it is flailing around wildly and looks to be fading in its endeavors.
Finish him off, Cracker.
Kraka has to run and help Gut Ripper. He can't get to Gut Ripper.
No.
He's gonna run up there, and he's going to attempt to aid Gut Ripper with some friendly cajoling. He goes, Gut Ripper, boy, mate, you gots to get up, mate. There's that big juicy Xenos right in front of you, mate. You chop down on him all you want, you get up off your back. The thing's like wiggling, trying to get itself up, but much like a turtle, we will see how well it does. He does not get up.
Back.
He gets more stuck.
He gets stuck on he gets right in the position, and he gets stuck on the corner of the wall, just like.
Draka is going to run up, take a chop at this boy. Good thing he did an all-out attack, because he would have missed. He does hit. 1d10 plus 6. Fuck me, dude. 9 damage, however, is enough as this heavy bone cleaver, the other orc Draco, his chef's hat now spattered with gore and viscera, brings this heavy knife, essentially, this machete down, cracking the spine with a sound of shattering firewood as the thing lets out a squeal before dying. A few moments pass, there is a thrum of machinery, and the lights flicker back on.
You're gonna see Barbosa kind of walk around the corner reloading his guns, like, right, where the fuck's the rest of them? And he's gonna see the orcs and be like, right, who are these fucking blokes?
I believe you're Kraka, and you're Draka, correct?
Oh,
So we not kill them, right? Because they green. I ain't seen green blokes before. Well, one time there's this bar on Tangiers, but like that bro had something. He had something wrong with him.
Oi, Admiral Cracker Gunscupper, and this is my ship. And this is Draka, my faithful first mate. And this is my squig, Gut Ripper.
Right, mate. Your ship's got some fucking creepy ass fuckers on it. You know that, right? Yeah.
That's right, Yumi. I woke up on this ship, thinks, well, it's mine now. I have the captain's hat. And then I find there's these spiky boys, and then these spiky boys going at it on my ship, no less. What am I to do? Full-blown mutiny on my ship? I won't stand for it. So,
Right.
me's and Draka's been going around and wrenching everyone who doesn't know we's the captain. And by we's, I mean myself and Gut Ripper.
I'm gonna
Well,
look.
very clearly you are the captain.
I'm gonna look at the squig. I'm gonna look at this guy. I'm gonna look at the squig again and be like, right, mate. I ain't never seen one of them before. Where'd you get him?
He's always been here. Shit. I lost my cockney there. Oh, he's always been here. Same as me.
Right, mate. Yeah. So you're saying you was born on this ship, then? Yeah.
Yumi, I don't know what that word means, and if you're trying to do some sort of Yumi trick on me, it's not gonna work. I'm smarter than most boys. I got a big brain.
Right. What the heck?
If I may,
You need a bigger hat, mate.
Well, this is a Yumi hat. Once I get more boys on the ship, I'll get a proper hat.
Or if it's a Yumi hat, then how'd you get it?
Well, I found it. Therefore, it's my ship.
Right. what if I found a bigger hat? It was just like it. Would that make me the captain?
You'll hear a low rumbling growl from this orc. Well, mate, then I'd have to crump ya.
Right, I'm just wondering about specifics, mate.
Good thing we don't have a bigger hat, Barbosa.
Well, I'm not saying I got a bigger hat. I'm saying I'm wondering if this hierarchy of hats is how this works.
It's all very good questions. All very good questions. Lothos is
Either
gonna
way,
start praying
the
to the
primary point here is being that you are certainly the admiral here. The question I have, your ship seems to be entering and exiting warp without your command.
Right. That's right proper it is. Every now and then we goes away, and all sorts of demons and spiky boys show up and we gets to crump 'em.
So you are considering this good thing. I was offering to fix.
Now, mate, we like crumping gets.
Well, then we will leave things as you deem correct. That is...
What I need is these spiky boys and these juicy spiky boys off my ship. Or just start mutinying and fall under my command. And gut rippers.
Right, mate. So, right down this little esophagus looking thing, right? I found like, well, I don't even know what to call it, right? It was like they take a bunch of people and glued them together and fucking, it was making something in there. It was fucking nasty. I blew it up, right? But I think they'd be making more of them. So I don't know. I think they're not planning on giving up anytime soon. I think they're planning on, taking
The orc's going, Krakka's gonna pick his nose. Right, mate. I don't know nothing about no human spawning pool, but it's none of my business. I crump gets. That's my business and get the shinies.
Right, mate, that wasn't no Yumi shit, right? Yumis, we be fucking. It's actually kind of fun. It's a little nice. Yeah, you have a good time. That was some fucking nasty, spiky boy shit, yeah? So if you want to stop the mutiny, we're going to have to find all the nasty spiky boy shit.
Do you mean the spiky boys or the squishy spiky boys?
Both,
these boys is the squishy spiky boys. Then there's the other spiky boys. And there's Spiky Boy War Chief.
Right, mate. I only seen these spiky boys. I don't know about no other spiky boys.
You know, to be honest, mate, I kind of just want to kill them all so I can take the name Spiky Boys. That's a good name for a clan. We got lots of spikes.
Spikes are pretty good.
Oh, yeah, you can take the arms and glue them to your shoulders and you'll be looking like just like them, yeah.
Right.
So there's
Crumpin' gets him back.
Draco, you say there's bigger ones than what we've seen here? Stronger ones?
Well, I don't know, mate.
And a warlord, you say?
Every now and then we goes into the warp. And it's very confusing. But we find parts of the ship. The ship tells us where to go. Draco here can talk to the ship.
No.
Right? He's bone with it, I hears. You'll see that Draco is actually consuming the head of one of these things. And his eyes are kind of glazed over.
Oh, yeah. We got that red bloke over there. He can kind of talk to ships. Sometimes.
Speaking
when he's in a good mood.
Can you try to contact the Inquisitor? I would rather inform him of this as soon as
Oh,
Can I do do I need to do like a science check here and see what's happening?
At the notion of Inquisitor, they will draw their choppas and shooters respectively. Oh, mate. We didn't know yous was Inquisitors.
Right, well, technically we acolytes. But we know an Inquisitor. And he wants us to stop the Spiky Boys.
Inquisitors is bad for business, you me. They're like crumpin' gits.
The Inquisitor, though, would like to help you take command of the ship.
Oh, I thought you like crumpin' gits.
Yeah.
I like crumpin' gits. But he likes crumpin' us. Most Inquisitors like crumpin' orcs, and it's alright, good crumpin' it is. But I don't have me boys with me.
Right, well, you see, our Inquisitor, he likes mostly crumpin' witches. I happen to also like crumping witches. I don't know about these fucking spiky things. I don't like them much. Witches is simple. Put a bullet in them, they die. Ain't no melding together or flesh or spiky arms and none of that shit. You just pop them. Some weird shit happens sometimes. It's all right. This is a whole new fucking atmosphere for me.
Perhaps we could offer our services in helping you take over the ship.
Yumi's a sly cracker. I don't think we should trust him.
Hey, I helped you pick the right blade for the job.
Yumi is right. This was a pretty good crumping blade.
I'll just kill 4 spiky boys. Or 5 spiky boys. And one of them spiky dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, mate. How's this then? You go bring us back a proper trophy, and I'll think of letting you onto my crew.
Right. What's a proper trophy?
Spiky boys, not these ones, the other ones. They have a nest.
Yeah, I just blew it up.
No, not that one, mate. It's where they live. They've lived there for hundreds and hundreds of years, mate.
Wait a minute.
Right, mate. This ship's only been missing a year, though.
Mate, if we've been in there only here for a year, mate, well, then I'm a spiky boy.
Are you Spiky Boy? You said you wanted to be named a Spiky Boy. What if you are Spiky Boy and you don't know it?
I'm not a spiky boy, mate. I was an orc.
Nah, Barbosa.
I'm just confused. I ain't ever talked to no anything.
Listen,
Is the other
mate,
one still doing the eye thing? What's going on with that?
He's eating the head.
Okay.
He goes, he'll actually finish that. You'll hear him grinding what's left of the jaw and teeth in his own mouth, powdering it and turning it into a pulp for him to ingest. With a thick, mealy, gravelly swallow, he'll turn, "Rock cracker, we's got to move, or the boys will be here." Right.
Oh,
Right.
there's more coming. Well, that's upsetting.
Now, mate, see when it goes into the warp, we ought to find places that is still safe.
Wait, we're about to go into the warp.
Not yet, mate, but soon.
Good to know when.
Like, how soon is soon? Like, really soon? Or like,
Enough time for some crumping. But there's always time for crumping, mate.
Okay, then that does not explain.
Not-
Yeah,
Don't
you
they
be
come in so
don't
quickly?
understand. Look at him bleeding.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, Lothos is going to make a prayer to the God Emperor. And I'm going to use one of my Psyker abilities for the first time, actually. I'm going to activate Heal. So I need to roll a 3 or better. Do you want me to roll this dice in-game, or...?
I don't care.
That is a 6, so it activates. So I roll a d5, which it's not in the chart. So just roll a d5, and I heal back 4.
Okay. So and this is one of your holy powers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's from the one
yeah. It's considered a holy power.
the Sicarius Initiate or something like that. Yeah.
10. It mentions it's Psyker, but the way you were explaining it, that it would work out, it would be holy. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's Psyker still or not.
For reasons of ruling, it'll fall under the same context. But I can't find. Whatever. Yeah, so you'll mumble a litany of prayer, focusing what you believe to be your faith and belief, but is really the psychic warp around you, the latent warp.
It's 100% God Emperor.
As your wounds slowly begin to knit themselves together. Those of you watching would see them stitch back together, almost as though a speeded healing process, where scab and scar tissue and tendon is replaced and built up at a rapid pace. The gash is still there, not enough to heal you up to full, but it hasn't slit through your abdominal wall. which basically means it's a flesh wound at this point.
Right, mate. You fucking think you would do that to me? Because I'm dying.
I will go over to him and I will perform a prayer and hope for the
Just
best.
activate the last cutter again. I have welder.
I don't think it's gonna help, mate. I got one fucking. I'm like I'm like fucking bloody, just like.
You're basically holding your guts in.
Yeah, I'm like walked around the corner like. I'm like John Wick at the end, just like fucking.
Okay, Barbosa, you're fucking lucky because you were 1 point away from that being Perils of the Warp. Okay then,
Fuck.
so I pass and then I'll roll a d5 again. Hopefully it's good. Hey!
Oh,
That is interesting.
So-
It seems like the God Emperor is with you.
There's an unpleasant itching sensation as the wounds and biomass that makes up your bodies knits back together. Almost like rubbing against one of those old wool blankets or sweaters that are just very scratchy and uncomfortable and hot. That's the sensation you feel inside of these wounds as they knit together.
Right, I'll fucking take it though. I don't
While
have to
we're
hold me
doing
guts in
that-
anymore.
I would.
How bad are you still?
I'm at 6.
How much?
Out of
do you
10.
get?
About as good as me.
I will give you one of my stims. I'll let you choose whenever you want to use that dosage of it.
How does stem work?
Stim pretty much negates the negatives of whatever wound category you're in, so it makes you heal faster, pretty much.
Okay.
While they're dealing with that wound situation, I'm gonna just walk over back to the door and
Pussies.
just, we'll knowing this ship is occupied and that it is your ship, Admiral, I would now ask your permission to continue through this door.
Alright, Sparky boy, but I get first picks of the plunder inside.
But, well, what I expect behind door may not interest you, but if you are taking first pick, it is of course your ship.
I'm here for the shinies, mate. You Sparky
Most-
boys with all of your gears and whistles and bells and spooky bits.
All I have
Gork
is,
and Mork would be so displeased.
all I have are blades and this one blade with a gun.
Oi, mate. It's a chopper with a chute on it. Not gonna forget that anytime soon.
I'm gonna go back to cutting open this door then.
Barbosa's just wondering if he got a drop on these guys, if he could kill them in one shot. He's just kind of like, he's like, yeah, right. But he's just kind of looking back and forth like,
And I'll get these. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is just blow everything up.
You're trying to get us initiations of the ship?
Yeah, especially after the whole eating of the body and going into the warp and whatever they were talking about.
That's just orcs.
Yeah, well, it's fucking weird. So I mean,
yeah.
You,
I wanna
you
get the
still
fuck off
you
this.
still perceive a shadow in
Yeah.
the warp, blocking your perception of most of the sort of flow you can innately pick up on with your
yeah.
exposure to the warp. However, you do sense a sensation almost like a cold fire burning somewhere deep within the ship. Not as strong as the sensation Dimarius was putting off, but
Yeah.
powerful anyway.
Right.
That's upsetting.
So, yeah, the time that I was, doing the bleeding from the nose, and you put a gun to my head, Barbosa.
right, yeah, good times.
Yeah, in the past, something similar on the ship, probably worth noting.
Right, so we got
Could be
them
this,
blokes, we got fucking these spiky gits, and then we got fucking witches too.
I don't know. They mentioned a warlord. They mentioned the spiky ones. Tough to tell what they mean by that, but this isn't just a bunch of rotting corpses walking around a ship. There's more to it.
This fucking place is cursed, mate.
Par for the course.
I should brought grenades.
Well, you just took two of mine. I'll expect
Right,
compensation.
next time I'm bringing grenades.
I've got a few more if the time comes.
I'm gonna kind of look at the orcs and be like, right, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing.
Out of character, if I got an orc to swallow a grenade somehow.
Oh yeah, I'd kill them.
Like,
They're not
Would they
invulnerable.
I got a crack grenade from that.
Yeah, they'd rip them apart. Absolutely.
could I trick an orc into thinking this is a treat?
No, they're not
This
that
is today.
stupid.
They're not that.
They're not meme stupid. They're intelligent.
Meme stupid.
Damn.
It's legit.
We don't have meme orbs. Damn.
Barbosa might be switching from hating witches to hating aliens much more.
Maybe.
He might be like,
You might gain hatred Xenos after this little arc.
witches is one thing, but these fucking Xeno shit, I ain't never dealt with this before.
Hey, what
are you
calling a Xenos, mate?
I'm saying this to myself. I'm like mumbling. This is not allowed. I'm just going like over the corner, like, raw, taking a little nip of my little hip flask, like, oh, fuck yeah. Contemplating everything I know. I thought witches was the worst thing. This is all fucking way worse.
Only because he nearly got torn open.
Witches do that all the time. I lost an arm to witches.
Torn apart,
In fact,
torn open.
Witches took both of my arms. This is still worse.
Which is just, kill and corrupt people. These things. Ooh.
This is something else entirely.
Right, mate. The Spiky Boys got this war chief down in the deep parts, near to the Sparky generator.
Sparky generator. Now, would you
Right, well, we was going to fix that sparky generator anyways, right?
Right, mate. He's got his little pets guarding it. You bring me their heads. You's be on my crew.
You don't want to come with?
Right.
I want to see if you're worth it, mate. From what I'm saying, you guys couldn't even handle a few of these Spiky Boys without our help. And Gut Rippers.
I'll kill.
Gut Ripper is still upside down, by the way.
Be like, I'll kill 4 of them. How many you kill?
Hundreds, mate. Hundreds.
Right, well, we just got here.
Give it time.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
So
Give
how
me
much-
a little minute. This is the
how
first
much-
time I saw him.
So how much more door do you have to go through, Phalos?
Not much. He was almost done. In
Is there a
fact,
map, or do you know? Can they tell us how to get there?
Orcs don't understand what a map is.
Which way is it?
Oh, it's down near the Sparky generator, mate.
Where's the Sparky generator, mate?
It's down in the ship, mate.
Big ship, yeah.
I think that's.
It's my ship, mate. And
I
it's
think that's
the
the best.
biggest.
Oh, it's open.
Good, good.
Yes, in here, you will smell the overpowering odor of blood and see what is essentially a small techno shrine. There are a number of cogitators and data screens. The long, decayed, at least flesh-wise bodies of several tech adepts are curled in the corner. It looks like they either died of starvation or some other means, but the door is locked. There is a lot of blood on the ground, though.
Well, this is your domain, so Tech Priest first.
No, mate. Me first.
Perfectly fine with that.
Admiral Kraka will run inside, look around. He's gonna salvage that. See, was there anything in there?
I'm gonna kind of-
roll, and then we have to share this room.
I'm gonna kind of be over here and just whisper
He's gonna
quietly into
pull out-
Phalos' ear.
A fancy coat. And then he's going to walk over to Gut Ripper and put it on him.
Like while they're moving around, I'm just gonna lean into Barbosa.
Do you think you could take them? Do you think we could take them?
Maybe food's fresh, mate. I don't know. We have to set a trap. They can look fucking tough here. But
I don't like that.
Okay. He grew in size! Fucking start shooting!
Was that trap?
Gut Ripper. What? Gut Ripper is evolving. There we go.
He's a tanky swig now.
Someday, Gut Ripper. Someday.
He just fucking just takes up the entire wall.
Over the micro beat, I'm gonna say to Modius, like, get over here.
Actually, wait, with the retrievers on and the micro beads, are we pretty much silent for the most part? Kind of like how the guardsmen are?
Yeah. If you wanted to be.
And I would prefer to be like that.
Yeah, just talking amongst yourself, be like, Phalos, can you contact the Inquisitor again?
Thing that he's not going to prevent it. To enter the room, start looking around, and see if we can get the Inquisitor on the line.
Okay. So you won't be able to move around while you're doing it because you're tuning in with that old school radio pack that you guys still have.
I don't have a Voxcaster.
Yeah, you guys have a Voxcaster.
No, I don't carry it anymore. I specifically had to rearrange what my we did it on microbeads alone until now.
Okay.
Oh no.
You guys are gonna be out of range.
Fair enough.
Hope
Well,
there's
what the fuck is in this room then?
Yeah, hope that there's a fucking communication center.
That's what's in here.
So this room, as I said before, has the corpse of a single tech priest. A copious amount of blood. There is still power running through this room, although it is dim. It doesn't obviously look like this. It's filigreed and enshrined with the symbol of the Mechanicus and things of that nature. There is also a powered data slate cogitator sort of thing in the corner that is lit up.
I want to deal with that, but first I want to look and see if there's anything that would be super significant to the tech cult that I need to retrieve.
In this little place.
It's just anything.
I want to search the corpse.
So the important things to get would be the memory chits from the corpse, which all Mechanicus have memory chits that are taken and downloaded, so that their knowledge is not lost when they die. So that would be something to reclaim. If there's anything important on the cogitators or databanks, these three things in the corner here are storage databanks. You see a number of purity seals and sacred oil still smeared across them, even after an unknown amount of time. It's also very dry in this room. While the rest of the ship has, or the rest of this part of the ship at least, has degraded into a sort of fungal swamp, this area is still stale and dry. The air pressure and barometric pressure changing rapidly as the moisture begins to decay, things that have long since been mummified.
Okay, so I will get memory chits and then head to the databanks.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be. I rolled search, so I'm just gonna be kind of like poking around the room, seeing if there's anything, like poking the body, the thing that the orc was rummaging through, just seeing if there's anything of note.
So these look to be storage crates of some sort. There are a number of things in there. There's sacred oils and unguents. There are a number of religious tools, bells, chimes, tiny hammers, and cogs. It seems to be primarily religious items of the Mechanicus. However, you do check the second one, and there is it looks to be almost ceremonial. It has the seal of the Mechanicus on it. It's in this gilded brass sheath, a small knife, and as you pull it out, it does seem to be a small ceremonial power knife.
I'm just gonna grab it and flip it over to Lothos and be like, right, here you go, mate. You find something shooty though, you give it to me.
That is completely understandable.
Find something shooty or stabby, give it to whoever. That is not for you.
I found it, it's mine.
That is
That-
going to be returned to the tackles. It's the only reasonably open door.
No, mate, so you get those, whatever you're doing over there. Fucking weapons, let us do the killing with them, yeah? Fuck, we all
You
stay
need
fucking
power
alive?
knife, you can get power knife anywhere. That is not for you.
Right, mate. We'll handle this another time when there's not fucking Xenos out there. We might have to fucking kill any moment. Yeah. Maybe when we're back on the ship and I'm about to go into the fucking warp, we can worry about all this. Yeah. Besides, don't you all make all the fucking power knives anyways? What the fuck's the difference?
Barbosa, you would know that pissing off the tech cult would be a pretty bad idea. Like, the tech cult hold immense power within the Imperium.
I'm also not concerned about that right now.
True. I mean, I'm just letting you know, like, pissing off the Mechanicus would be a big deal.
I'm also not holding onto the knife anymore, so it's not even my problem.
So
I just found the knife.
I guess my question to you, Phalos, is would you want me to use this blade while we're here, or just you keep a hold of it? It is a very nice knife.
It's better the fucking use of a fucking knife than fucking killing enemies of the fucking Omnissiah or whatever the fuck. Like, it's a fucking knife. It's supposed to be killing shit.
Purpose of this. My question to you, Lotus, is whatever relics from your own religious background, would you want anyone to be using them for just whatever purpose, or for the specific rituals they were intended for?
It's a power knife. The ritual is intended for is fucking cut and
I
get the throat.
understand you are heathen. That is not the point. I am talking to Lotus.
That's a good question.
I'm saying
Keep
you
poking
can
around.
understand where I am coming from. I'm gonna check out this data slate and cogitator while
I'm gonna, if I can, take 10 minutes and meditate
Okay.
So I
with the
guess-
intent of removing some fatigue.
Is that a thingamajig you have? Or
Yeah.
is that just, go ahead. Go for it.
So, one of my things that I'm curious about now is considering all of that. Would if, say, I found a weapon relic of the Ecclesiarchy, would I use it while I have it, or would I keep it just hidden in time?
I mean, it depends on
It's a
a
fucking
lot.
weapon.
It depends on a lot of things. It depends on your view of faith. Like, are you even worthy to wield the weapon? Is it, like, are you unable to wield it? Like, some blessed weapons would reject people if they were not, strong enough or willed enough to wield them. Like, it is very obviously ceremonial. It doesn't have a speck of wear or tear on it. No blood, no gunk, no scratches on the blade from dueling. It's probably never been used in combat. But it is quite beautiful, and I will say it would be worth 1,500 geld. You'd have to sell it to with the black market, but you'd be able to get 1,500 geld.
Shit.
I
You just
know.
changed his mind.
Changed the whole fucking game now, boys, with money.
I hand it over to Phalos.
I'm gonna just roll my eyes, and be like,
If
fucking religious
if I was Barbosa, I would have fucking kept it. But
It's a religious man speaking to a religious man. I can respect it.
Give me a tech use roll plus 20. Phalos.
Oh.
To access the data slate cogitators.
While that's going on, I'm gonna pull out my arm and start fiddling with it again and be like, fucking gates.
That's willpower.
Yeah, I know. I have to make one every time I do anything.
Oh, that's right.
In this room, fuck off willpower. I
It's only
passed
been a
it.
couple hours, too.
Yeah. So. I
How long
don't
does that last for?
then.
5 days.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
nice.
All right. So, you do manage to access the cogitator, and
This is a weird line I'm trying to walk because I'm not allowed in this room. They're very much, extremely not allowed in this room. So I'm trying to recover everything I can for the tech cult and break as few rules as viewing shit I shouldn't. But I do have to see if it's important or
Yeah.
not when I'm downloading stuff.
So, what you get from the cogitators is a coded doctrine which you are able to read. It's in Mars Cant or binary. It seems to be the log of this tech priest, who was tech priest Dimitri Transgeld. Worked on the ship as an engineer. He says, I have locked the outer door to the shrine. I will stay here until the crew and guardsmen aboard control the situation. I'm sure it will be all over soon. The next one is dated 2 weeks later. I hear screaming outside of the door, the sounds of gunfire. No one has come yet. I hope that it's the Imperial Guard. My life support systems are in good condition. I can last for a long time in here. The next one is 7 months later. No one has come. The halls aren't quiet. There's a chittering in the walls, and sometimes a chanting I hear, whispering through the vents when I try to sleep. What has happened? The next one is dated 30 years later, which is further ahead in time than the year you guys are now. I think I'm finally losing my mind. I hear whispers in the dark, and I see the eyes staring back at me. Omnisaya, protect me. And then there is one final one 10 years later. Goodbye.
Do you have any weapons on him?
He does have...
We just witnessed a slow progression to insanity. You're like, Luke, give me the weapons.
I didn't witness anything. I'm rooting around in the room.
I know.
This is for Phalos' eyes only.
Also, Phalos,
I don't read no binary.
Also, that blade is very nice. My suggestion is you should still use it considering our situation. Though only you have the right to use it. Also, do you want me to
Fucking
cut off
nice knife.
any bits of that guy so you could use them later?
He doesn't have any weapons. He does have several mechadendrites. They're a little stained and smeared with his biomass that had decayed over time. The head seems to have been melted away.
Can I figure out by what?
Yeah, give me a search check.
Can I help with that?
I have to assume his suggestion
I-
to just rip off mechadendrites is horrifying.
We didn't.
Right?
No, yeah, that's Big Heresy.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
you-
you just gotta look at that.
You start checking the body, and you see that to these mechadendrites, there's these long, thick cables connecting to what looked to be some sort of implemented, maybe plasma gun. It's unusable to you in this state. It would need neural connection and cybernetic interface and things like that. But hypothetically, it could be stripped of this body and repurposed.
I want to look over Phalos. I'd be like, right, so what's you guys' rules about recycling?
Downloading anything pertinent. I mean, what do you mean recycling?
Right, he's got a fucking plasma gun, mate.
Repurposing.
Right, like you're now just gonna let it go to waste, right? Surely that's fucking worse than fucking. You gotta reclaim that shit, right? We gotta take his body with us back to the ship. That's the fucking right way, yeah? If they're fucking nice, so important, shouldn't like fucking plasma gun attached to his body, fucking mechadendrites and shit? Shouldn't that be much better? Yeah.
There would be a Mechanicus cult on the Constant Vigil, and you could make the case to acquire these mechadendrites and repurpose them. But you would have to recover the body.
I mean, I'd like to if I can. Not that I want to necessarily rip off.
You'd
all
have
of
to
the
take the whole ass body, or you
Yeah.
would have to do some serious surgery.
Oh, I wasn't gonna rip anything off of there. That's my point was to get it back for like respect of the dead reasons.
Hmm.
I feel like the tech priests wouldn't care about the dead more.
They
about
actually do.
Hmm.
Like
Is it still
a lot
thing
of tech
that-
priests
back
actually
in the
do
43rd?
exhibit emotion still. Some of them do go completely banal and using logic only, but a good few of them do still have emotions to an extent, or even those on par with humans.
It isn't even about emotion in my head. It's just any cult has all sorts of rituals and rigid structure, so you follow rules.
Yeah. Like you could reclaim this body. You could say, no, we're taking this body back to the Constant Vigil right fucking now.
Which brings me to my second point. Let's get the fuck off this boat because it's about to go into the warp.
I believe
Honestly-
Barbosa there.
We've got time.
Once I've
we
downloaded
don't know
whatever
how much time we
I
have.
needed to download, I'm gonna. How many sacred oils were there? Those I feel like.
oh
are far
god,
from.
like 6.
Cool.
Cool.
We'll just
Got
add that
stocked
to
up
what
on your
we've
oils.
got.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Just
And then, are there
slather
spare
it all over
parts?
your dog.
What would qualify as spare parts?
Yeah, 10.
Cool.
You
So
got
just-
corruption for doing this last session, right?
No,
Okay. Go ahead and do a willpower check.
I'm not great at those.
Minus
For
10
taking pieces?
for cutting through the door and essentially besmirching
Oh.
the shrine.
Hmm. Does he have to roll willpower to roll willpower?
We're not gonna do that.
Roll willpower to roll.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, so you actually won't take any corruption. You know that you are just and pure in your motives, and that you are here purely for the benefit of the Omnisci and the cult.
Yeah, no, I know I shouldn't be here, but I didn't have a lot of options.
Yeah.
That worked out RP-wise for the role. Now, the data banks were separate from the thing, or that's just physically where the
Just
information is
physically separate.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Downloading those, you would not be able to store those in your personal databanks. And that information you'd have to sift through. You're not sure what is exactly stored on those databanks. It could be fucking anything.
I do have a data slate, but I don't know how much more room that gives me.
Not very much.
Yeah.
Like an iPad.
We're talking
Now-
like
Yeah, I'm sure a lot.
trillions of terabytes of information.
If I could just essentially run a program on the data slate and just search for keywords and be like, here's all the big concepts that
Okay.
are probably above my pay grade, to have it just try and find the most critical information.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Things Phalos would know that I wouldn't, mostly, but either anything that would either be just
There
more
would
information on
be-
what happened to the ship.
There would
anything
be
related
like
just
maintenance logs, maintenance request forms.
yeah, those I care less about. Though I'm sure they're important on some levels. They give me a picture of what happened. But primarily just details of their specific mission. Any other tech priests who were on the ship. Anything they had any sort of artifact, relic, whatever the tech priest specific part of this mission was, why they
Okay.
were chosen to go here. Kind of those big picture ideas.
Okay. Give me a tech use roll minus 20.
While he's doing that, can I borrow the las cutter and start cutting into the storage room?
I'm just killing it on willpower.
If Phalos will let you.
Right, let me borrow that cutter thing, yeah? I'm gonna get in that storage room, see if there's anything good in there while you playing with these computer kits.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm gonna go, right, fucking, I wanna try this on somebody sometime.
Don't break that last cutter. It was not expensive, but definitely difficult to argue to get.
Take a moment and be in awe of the canon-defying series of rolls I've had.
I know, right?
Honestly, like, are you really Joe?
I don't know, because I hit with
Um,
both attacks with very low odds. I passed every willpower test.
Yeah. So you do find the important information, which is you find a number of maintenance requests for the warp drive and Geller fields. A number of supplemental and comforting rites and prayers initiated to the machine spirit, which seems quote unquote restless. There is a string of disappearances and workers not showing up for shifts. And this is also over a period of about 15 years. And then finally, you find it's classified. You're not going to be able to get into it, but there is some sort of medical report that was ship-wide to at least the tech
Um, okay, and then I'm gonna see if I can't work on getting his body out of here. I got what I.
Okay. How? Like, are you just
Mm.
grabbing a leg and dragging him?
Ideally, with some respect to it, but he's probably pretty heavy.
He's also part of his organic his organic bits have rotted away with time. So you'd have to like put him in like a basket.
These storage crates are there. Can
This you want to like shove this huge storage crate.
Just strap him to the dog. Just tie him to the dog.
The dog is scrawny sized.
Do you want me to find? Do you want me to find you a
It's got
trolley?
a strength of like 35.
Let's just get you a trolley.
Got a strength of 40, but that's not the point.
I'll go check.
It has these
Mush, mush, puppy, mush.
It has a higher strength than those orcs had weapon skill.
I'm
If
going
we
to
can
check
find
the,
anything with wheels, I'm on board. But the storage crate is what I was starting with.
I'm going to check the research area for a trolley.
Well, I'm going to be cutting into the storage area, so I don't know how long that takes. But I'm whistling to myself while I'm smoking a low sticks.
There's no
I'm done by
trolley.
meditating by now. I'm gonna see about trying to help Phalos there.
Large things like this would probably have been moved with servitors. Yeah, there's not like trolleys. They would have told a robot to do it.
Damn.
Barbosa, after a few minutes of slicing, you break through the lock, and with a heaving pull on the old doors, you are open to the smell of rot, blood, and carnage.
Sure, huge. Well, smelling rot, blood, and carnage, I don't know if the las cutter's like a sizable thing. Is it a backpack or?
I imagine it's kind of like a backpack with a welding torch attached to it. That's how I imagine it, at least.
Oh, that would make sense, honestly.
The
all
dude's
kinda like-
last name?
Because it's a
It was
plasma
Dimitri.
torch. Dimitri, yes, whatever you want, honestly.
I'll like clip the little
I just missed it.
wand or
Write it down.
torch
Dimitri's
part
fine.
to,
Dimitri the
backpack.
tech priest.
and I'll pull out two of my guns and kind of walk in there, poke my head around, make sure there's nothing fucking moving in there.
All right, the corpses are bunched up against the wall, huddled together. It doesn't look like in violence. There is a spray of blood in front of them. Too much to be from only one body. You also see a row of what look to be wrapped up corpses in almost a funeral wrapping laid out in the corner. Two storage crates, a few power cells, a cogitator which is ruined and burned out. It seems to have caught on fire at some point. A number of tools on the table, some imperial texts, and that's it.
I'm gonna go check the storage crates first.
Okay. The storage crates have enough survival supplies to last probably 2 or 3 months.
I'll grab some rations. Never know.
Yeah. You also see that there's the sleeping mats. It seems to be Imperial Guard supply crate, and this seems to have lucked out with some of their food. Either they lucked out or they moved them here on purpose. It seems to be food, and then a little bit of their survival / camping gear, and that's where the bedrolls and stuff seem to have come from.
Any ammo or anything like that?
There are weapons. The bodies. There's a stack over here of las pistols and truncheons and clubs. A few knives. Things that like standard ship crew would be carrying. No like big heavy weapons. Amongst the corpses, there is a las rifle or a las gun. Its charge pack is expended either over time or from being fired.
Okay, so
What's on these imperial texts over here?
It seems to be a journal. Essentially, it depicts the survivors in here, having holed up in here and salvaged some supplies from the surrounding rooms, talking about a ship-wide mutiny a man only known as like the Patriarch. The Patriarch's cult, taking over the lower levels of the ship. People are disappearing. They're going to hole up here. It continues on, saying that something keeps trying to get in the door at night and scratching in. In a fit of paranoia, one of the survivors in here disabled the door, so they were unable to get out. They then, a few of them chose to commit suicide. The others decided to wait it out.
I'll collect this journal. This is good information for the Inquisitor, for the events on this ship. Okay, then.
Just gonna go ahead and roll search, see if I can find anything else that's not obvious. I fail, so I'm assuming not. I'm gonna go ahead and cut open one of these bags and see if the people in these bags look like the ones that I found in the chapel, which were all mushy-faced or whatever.
No, these ones look normal.
Okay. So besides that, I'm gonna grab
aside
some rations.
from, it looks like they were executed with the las guns, so their bone is melted and fused and things like that, but other than that, they look pretty normal.
I'll just grab some basic rations and supplies or whatever, and then any ammo if I can find it, and then...
The ammo is all las, and the charge packs seem to have degraded over time.
So yeah, then I think...
There is a thick dust on the floor. The corpses, the blood is long dried. The skin is mummified. Again, the pressure having been contained in this room, having not been subject to the moisture and the life support system failure outside. They are shriveled and mummified. You're not sure how they would have died, seeing as they still had food, but who knows?
Can I roll something to figure that out?
Medicae minus.
I don't have.
Yeah, I think that's an advanced skill too.
Yeah,
so
I don't have Medicae.
No.
What about logic? Can I take a crapshoot with logic? I've got like a 13 I have to beat.
Sure. I'll give you a logic.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So I'm gonna be like, fucking wasting my time. Fucking grab some food, and then just go ahead and dip out of there.
Did you grab the las gun?
No, I can't use guns. I can only use pistols.
I'll grab the las gun. I can't use it, but I know Phalos has at least charge packs for this, so maybe. Is it las gun or las carbine?
It's all the same, honestly. They're just different STCs of the same outfit unit.
Okay then.
So when they come out of their 3D printer, they either have a long barrel or a short barrel. Don't ask questions. It's
Care other
40k.
information.
Got it.
Would a sleeping bag be an easier way of moving this guy, or at least giving him?
Hypothetically, hypothetically, you'd be able to bundle him up in it, and
He won't fall. Well, he probably would fall apart, but at least he's all there.
yeah, you could layer a few of them just in case.
That's my plan.
So you guys are getting the fuck off the ship.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
my plan.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if we can talk without talking to the orcs with the things, I would say I need to recover what we can from this room. But if they are letting us walk out of their sight, we should be returning to the constant vigil.
Yeah, the orcs have
Roll it,
actually left.
Oh, cool.
As you guys
Yeah.
exit the shrine and the storeroom, you see the corridor is completely deserted. The bodies are still there. The change in atmosphere has changed the weather or the atmospheric conditions of this room significantly. The moisture is now condensating on the walls. The temperature is dropping, becoming more stable. It's drying out a little bit.
I am gonna cut the head off of one of the things that we killed and put it in like a bag or something like that to take back to the ship, so for evidence of whatever the fuck it was.
Sure.
Yeah,
For
then.
study.
Is there anything else? Should we get a bit of this flesh as well, or just the head should do enough?
Well, technically, the head has flesh on it.
Well, I'm talking
sure
about
the head is
like
enough.
the flesh from the esophagus.
Oh. That'd be up to you guys if you want to take that too.
I'm just planning on grabbing like the head, and then be like, right, make sure you take them pics of this shit, right? Yeah, I'm assuming you're taking pics.
Yeah, I've got pictures of everything all the time.
Always
So you're
take a
just
picture.
throwing it in like you could get like a rucksack from the Imperial Guard or from the storage room from one of the survivors.
Yeah, I'll just cut like the head off of it, and then like one of the dog things, I'll cut like a tentacle or two off or something like that, and throw that in there too. Just
Okay.
like fucking. What the fuck
Here's
is
a
this
question
nasty
then.
shit?
How about those experiments from that room up north there that you busted up? Is that something that they might want to see or know about?
Well, those experiments, from what I understand, are just a immature form of these things, pretty much. So,
That's
I did
what I'm
take
assuming.
photos. as
They were
well as
just the
download
younger version?
photos.
Yeah, I think them poor fuckers turned into these things if he, didn't fucking kill him and put him in the vat.
I did take records from that research station as
Good.
well as photographs from within the room.
okay, then let's hope Pilot is okay. He said Pilot got hurt.
He's fucking luckier than us.
He is luckier than us.
Speaking of which, is the pilot in range of my microbeats?
No, you guys are in too
Okay.
deep because the microbees only have a range of like 1 kilometer.
Then we'll notify him to be ready to take off when we get within that range. But for
Make
now,
sure your void suits are ready, and let's get off.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get fucking sucked into the warp, I'll tell you that fucking much, especially not if it's been. By the way, they were talking about hundreds of years, right? This thing's only been gone a year. That's some wacky warp shit right there.
Everything about
Actually,
the warp is wacky.
that would be
if you will.
a forbidden lore warp check.
I don't have any ores.
Yeah,
At
so
all.
you could like make up your own, come to your own conclusion, absolutely. But if anyone wanted to build off that, God
Evidently-
damn it, Modius.
I could try again.
No,
'cause
it's your
fucking
fault.
why not? No, I literally can try again. I kind of want to at this point.
Aha!
Fate point. Wait, I'm gonna roll a d10. And don't get that back.
No.
Okay.
Still, so you think on it a moment, and you begin piecing the parts together from what the orc said to the state of the ship to the data log dates being off. You've heard of time distortion within the warp. It's very rare. Usually navigators avoid turbulent areas of the warp that would be cause for such things, but it's not unheard of for ships to go missing for hundreds or thousands of years and then just appear suddenly. The time that happens inside the ship, though, is also subject if the Geller field fades. So hypothetically, this ship could exist on multiple levels of time.
Would it be hard? Would I be able to tell that the Geller field was or wasn't intact at all?
From Phalos's diagnostics, you would see that the Geller field would be flickering.
Ah,
So
interesting.
yeah, essentially, the Geller field flickered enough for a demonic incursion, most likely, or enough time for enough people to get slaughtered before it reinactivated that chaos ensued on board. But you're unsure of how much time has actually passed on this ship.
Enough for this poor guy's body to turn to mush. Plus some.
All right.
Honestly, the more upsetting thought is how long those people inside that room were stuck like that, honestly. Now that's a horrifying thought.
as we make our way back, in addition to notifying the pilot as soon as we can, I want to make contact with a constant vigil as well when we can.
You are space is big.
Yeah.
You're like many kilometers out from the constant
Okay,
vigil.
we're not gonna do that.
The ship would be able to contact it.
Okay, then we'll do that when we get there. Right.
I'm going to be right back. You guys talk about your great victory among at the Gene Ghouls and how this is a time of triumph.
Fucking
Even
hurt a
dead
lot.
than we are
Right when you
hopefully
almost
escaping
died,
ship.
both of you.
I'm honestly lucky that I threw so many fucking experience points into down
Yeah.
Constitution, because fuck, that hurts.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts. I think both times they rolled better than average and would have killed me straight up both times.
They would have killed you and Phalos instantly. And
Say
honestly,
that,
they
bitch,
would
You know how much soak I
Well-
got?
have. How much soak you got? Because I got a lot of soak as well, and that still fucking hurt.
Depending on the body part, up to 7.
Holy shit.
You beat me by
Guys,
2
this
points.
we're going to go ahead and have to keep me in the back lines forever.
Yeah, I got 3 toughness and 4 body armor, so 7 in the body.
Damn.
And because of
what
my
type-
robot legs, my legs
what-
are 6.
What armor do you have? On?
Flak armor.
Flak. Is flak
I've got
armor-
Xenomesh. It didn't do shit.
Wait, flak armor's that? Because I have a flak helmet, and that's it too.
It goes over top the robes.
Ooh, fuck, that's neat.
And then, like I said, robot legs give me an additional +2 on those, so...
So what
I
you're
don't
saying
think
is...
that armor stacks though.
Yeah, I don't think armor.
You
stacks.
only
It
use the
Might change in
highest.
first edition, because in in second edition, we had a whole discussion about it. Figured out you could wear flak armor over a robe. You're the
Yeah,
one
but
who brought that up.
but you only use the highest of the armor ratings. You don't use both armors. You use
Well,
the
that's not what
highest
you
of
told me
whatever.
the
it is.
last time. In which case, that might be different.
Armor is armor, and armor is a bitch.
Yeah. I'll be using some XP to bump up the wounds
know,
a
like,
lot.
I was
Seeing
contemplating-
how these things hit. Holy shit.
I was contemplating, with the next experience, I get to start like boosting up my characteristics. I might just fucking throw more points in the sound constitution. Man.
I need some sound. The next thing I'm hoping to. I
Sounds
was
like we
hoping
all
to
do.
find a bolt pistol. Dylan said there was
I
going
had
to
it
be bolt
then,
pistols.
'cause the flak vest is 3 armor points in the body, so...
Bad. Man, I wish it was more like Barbosa, excited just to keep that power blade. That would have been nice. That's pretty much like if Phalos took the finger, kept it.
Look, a knife's purpose is to kill things. Okay,
Not
it's a
no,
tool
not
for
every
death.
The ritual.
Mhm.
Some of us only need one. Well, I technically have 2 guns, but we don't need 18 guns. and we
I don't have
need all the
18. I
knives.
have 6.
That's a third of what I said, and it's still ridiculous.
That's valid.
Hey, it's not ridiculous because it works. I have a gun for every situation.
All right. So, as you guys continue through the ship, making your way back, hauling the corpse of this tech priest along with you.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah, you could have left.
Coulda.
You hear a sound, a staccato of chitinous feet trampling across a bulkhead, and you hear in the distance a sound like birds and dozens of grasping claws, as now true gene stealers emerge from the holes in the walls and the tunnels in the marrow of the ship. Gene stealers.
The real spikies.
Oh fuck.
Us behind that shit.
Yeah, one sec. Oh. Now that I won't
Move-
reveal.
Move to back.
It just went all dynamic lighting.
There we go.
Yeah.
That
Fuck
is
all
what
that
is
noise.
now approaching you.
Those are the boys that I remember and love to use.
A swarm flocking, almost like you see those pictures of birds, how they move in like that 3-dimensional amalgamous sweeping form sometimes.
Mhm.
That is how they're moving through the corridor of the ship at you.
So I just watched a movie where that was happening. It was oh, now I forget. It was a perfect example of what you're talking about too.
So-
Is there any like holes to duck into? Or?
So, oh no, you're being chased. You have to run now.
Oh, it was the it was the new Milan movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it was
Spoilers.
pretty decent, but literally that.
Spoiler
The whole
alert.
audience might have.
I
not
didn't know
seen that.
Mongols could do that.
That's why they were so effective.
I don't know how the original story went, but it was
No.
I'm gonna
definitely
have
happening.
So what I
the
want...
Cybermastiff grab an end of this just to help me hit the body.
That's a
faster.
good idea.
Yeah.
So I want either athletics... Let me check what skills you have, because I know those have changed again. Just like always.
Luckily, I don't want to say luckily. I'm gonna knock on some wood. I don't have any wood in my vicinity.
Okay.
On the floor.
You can use either... Damn. Acrobatics or athletics.
Oh shit! What's happening? I just missed a second.
Or
Athletics isn't a standard skill anymore.
yeah, I know. Neither is acrobatics.
Yeah, they're both specialized. or
If you
advanced
don't
skills.
have those, you can just do your flat strength roll.
Would it not be agility?
Strength or agility roll, up to you.
Now the two questions here.
Any modifiers?
Not at the moment.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Thank God. I didn't have any fate points left.
Would the I guess well no, maybe not. Because the bionic legs give me stuff, but it specifically says to jump now that I'm looking at it. And then it gives me the sprint talent, so I can run faster.
That would, yeah, go ahead and take another +10.
That might make
And
me the
then-
slowest one in the group now. Shit.
Then I've got the Cybermastiff helping me, but then the weight of this corpse.
That
However
the
you want to amalgamate all
Cybermastiff,
that.
the Cybermastiff helping you is negating the weight of the corpse.
Cool. I'm sorry, you said +10 or 20 for the sprint?
+10.
Cool.
All right.
I'm sorry. I might
Rolls
have
have been incredible today.
Okay then, here's my
Yes.
question.
It's been insane.
My grapple hook.
Okay, I passed the willpower anyway. This is ridiculous. This is Phalos' night. I was gonna say I might have to adjust that roll, but
You want to use your grappling hook.
just zipping across. I have nothing else on me, weighing me down.
Give me, if you want to use the grappling hook, a ballistic skill -10.
Fuck, that is honestly like the same as agility. Hmm. I'll just have to roll the acrobatics at this point. I can't do it. It's gonna kill me. Here's hoping. 37 or lower. 43. No.
Okay.
8 point.
Lothos, your wounds still aching, your flesh and muscles still rent. You begin to fall behind. Modius,
Now, tell me again what's happening.
I need
we're
you
running from
to
the
roll.
monsters that are
You're running from
Fucking
the
A.
Gene Stealer
Okay.
horde that
That's
has
what we're
been
doing.
awakened. The real Gene Stealers.
Fuck,
the real,
fuck.
the real gene stealer.
And what am I trying to do? I'm
You
trying to
can
not
do
get caught.
yes, you are running.
Oh.
Run backwards and show them your eyeball.
What I'm gonna do is pop a blind grenade behind
Okay.
me.
Yeah, I was gonna say since I have hip shooting, can I just like turn like
I
while
am
I'm
gonna
running
say
away?
you guys doing any damage to them is gonna be ineffective.
No, it's not that. It's just to try and like. Honestly, it's like flavor slash like just.
yeah,
like,
I mean,
what my
you can
character
turn
would do.
around and be like throwing bullets at these guys, but it's such an unending tide. They
Just hoping
fill
to
every
slam down the
inch
slightest amount,
of
maybe.
the bulkhead as they are flowing towards you, gripping the walls and propelling themselves forward.
Yeah, basically Barbosa just has his arms sticking back, just full auto dumping. Just.
So,
Whatever
Modius,
bullets you got left are gone.
the blind grenade, I'll give you a +20